Hello, everyone. It is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with
Rough on crime.
and and today we're going to be going over my day. It's February 8th, 2019. We're going to be covering February 7th, 2019. Feel free to jump in that live chat and talk with us. Yo, Nani, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Don't forget to smash that like button. I got 3 questions for you. 1, how's your day today? 2, do you have any questions for your boy? And 3, do you have any discussion topics that you'd like to talk about on the stream? Right now I'm going to get the tags and description of this video set up. Nani said, where is Nick and Winslow? I'm right here. Winslow's at his dorm. And right now I'm hanging out with Mr. Hand to my right and Bangzel to my left. Ayo.
Straw umbrella hilt.
Right now I'm going to get the live chat set up on my computer. That way I'll be able to keep up with it on my monitor. I'm also going to edit the descriptions and tags of the video, as stated previously. Matt's slowly dying. Nani said, noise, the hang, Bangzel and Joe Dirt. Gerard's making the refrigerator noises. You did that the other day when you left your tablet away.
How dare you?
How do you make the refrigerator noise?
So you exhale, and then you just kind of keep exhaling, like with empty lungs, and just.
It does sound like a fridge. Are you trying to do it? It's very whistly when you do it. Are you doing it only out of your nose?
Mm-hmm.
What? That was you mouth breathing? What? That's surprising, actually, Matt.
That's basically what it is. It's like mouth breathing with your mouth closed.
But I mean, his just sounded straight whistly. That's why I thought it was his nose. Like, do it again.
As the stream hears nothing.
I actually can't hear him now.
It's very confused.
Yeah, what happened?
Stream is broke.
Nani said, ask Bangzel and Joe if they're Finn's jump force. I think he's asking if you're down for jump force or excited for it or whatever.
How do you get that out of Fins?
I don't know what the fuck Fins means.
Ask him what Fins mean.
What does Fins mean?
I don't have a PS4, why would I care? Jotaro and Dio are there though, so that's cool, I guess.
Yeah, I still haven't seen the trailer for that. I'm gonna make a reaction video for that at some point.
My team of Jotaro.
Oh, getting. He wanted to know if you guys are getting jump force.
Just getting it somehow.
Yeah, neither of them have a PS4 if I'm correct.
Jotaro, Deku, and
Yeah. Are you naming all the people you're hyped for?
I'm maining, yeah.
Oh, that you're maining?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because it's a 3-person team. So Jotaro,
How can
Deku,
you already know who you're manning without knowing how they play?
I'm hoping that
he
they
did
play
just
well.
name multiple people who aren't in the beta.
I'm hoping that they're good.
You're hoping that they're
It's
good.
the same thing as with Smash. I'll say if a character looks interesting, I'll say I want to try and main that. Doesn't necessarily mean I will.
True, true. Oh, I'm still getting messages about the
Yugi,
Fiverr
that's right.
thing.
Yeah, Jotaro, Deku, Yugi.
It was. Did you call it corporate dishonesty?
I did.
I think that's a good word for it. I never hear that.
We're not taking anybody to the Meiji Red though.
We're not taking anybody. So you're not gonna run your boy Kenshin? No. Okay. So Matt has definitively said he doesn't fuck with Rurouni Kenshin and Jump Force. Why?
Because I've got Jotaro, Deku, and Yugi.
Yui? Who's Yugi?
Yugi.
Oh, Yugi. There we go. So you prefer Yugi over Kenshin?
Yeah.
That's fair, actually. Yeah, I'd agree with
Put
that.
Kaiba in the game and I main him over Yugi.
Yo, Gerard, based on your exposure to the beta, as well as just characters you like, who is your like ideal 3-person team?
I won't know until I play the game and play everyone.
That's fair. I don't think you're wrong on that. I know that I like Pegasus from Saint Seiya. I think Rukia's area of effect attack is interesting, as well as Sasuke's.
If you like Saint Seiya, why don't you watch the anime?
I've seen a little bit of the Netflix one, and I started some of the old series back in the day, but I didn't get super into it. Also, I almost have everything done with the descriptions and tags, so soon we'll be able to jump right into my day. Let's see, and save changes. Yeah, there we go. So now it's time to start talking about my day. So last night's dream. School was held in a hotel by the beach. My teacher was a rapping, beatboxing Dumbledore who gave me powers right before a quiz review. I skipped class, so I was like, "Fuck the quiz review! I have powers," but I didn't leave the school. I used my powers to crawl on walls around the school. I got in trouble for walking on the beach without being a hotel guest. Because I guess even though the school is in the hotel, you're still not allowed to walk the beach unless you're like a guest. But I had some connections, so I was able to weasel my way out of getting in trouble. Then I went to an old and broken building with a small door. And when I say small, I mean you gotta like shimmy on the ground, like crawl into that bitch, like you're like a small animal. And it was revealed to be a cafe being run by children of the future. But I couldn't find my own children there. And one guy was like, "Are you my dad?" And I was like, "I don't know." And then somebody was like, "No, that's not your dad." And I was like, "Oh, fuck. I don't know. I don't know where my kid is."
Is that a
And then I
vision
woke
saying
up.
that you won't have children?
A dream saying I won't have children? I don't know. Nani said his ideal team for Jump Force are Jotaro, Dio, and Aizen. Nani is really big into JoJo and into Bleach. My question is, why Aizen rather than like Rukia or Ichigo? Because I know that you vibe with all three of them.
Probably because Aizen's probably the coolest character for Bleach for him, probably.
That's what I'm also guessing. It could also be a moveset thing. I'm curious.
I got a not the I'm sorry. I got a not the onion post for you guys. Canadian woman writes on obituary saying she has quote smoking hot body she always wanted end quote after being cremated.
Yeah.
Let's see. I replied to a series of comments posted by Jon Mason from last night's vlog. It's cool to be able to hear his thoughts on the vlog, even though he wasn't able to catch it live. If you guys ever miss a video, but you guys want to like share your thoughts, feel free to post in the comment section below. I do really enjoy reading and replying to comments. Jon Mason also showed interest in animating one of the stories that I told in last night's vlog, which I think is pretty dope. I just realized I didn't grab my water. I'm probably going to have to get my water. Nani said, Rukia, too. She's my fave girl anime character, my waifu. Understood. So do you think you might cycle between Aizen and Rukia on your team? You know, sometimes pick Aizen, sometimes pick that eye candy, you know what I mean? Let's see. I also messaged with Madde, who has been up since like 5 a.m. and she messaged me good morning like 5 hours before I woke up, which I thought was interesting. Because I don't know what she expected. Like, I used to wake up, I think, to like Madde messages, but it's just been like a hot minute. I took a nap after I set up the fan poll stream, and then I had another dream that might have been crazier than the first. This one involved Dozer, Serena, and Brett. You guys probably don't know Brett. He's in the scholarship program, and I going on a road trip to Florida. We went to a witch's house who at first was friendly, offered me cake, and was trying to teach me how to pick up girls. When I left her house, I accidentally walked out the back door.
Pick up girls in a witch's house.
Went to Florida without visiting me.
Maybe you were still here.
Florida man forever alone.
Forever alone. Hashtag forever alone. Nani said, yeah, in Ichigo, their movesets are good. They play really fast, even Renji. Oh, Renji's in the game?
Gross. What a waste of a character slot.
Oh, gosh. You're not a fan?
I hate Renji.
You hate Renji.
He's such a useless character.
He feels like a rival, not rival.
He existed to get dropped by Ichigo, which he did.
Yeah.
And then he got stronger, and then he got dropped by Byakuya, and then he got his Bankai, and he still got dropped. Like, he's literally just a jobber.
Goodness. Because I remember Renji. I watched until like the bounce, I think.
So Renji's first appearance, he was like, "Yeah, I'm the lieutenant captain of the blah blah division, Captain Kushki. Don't worry, I'll take care of this nobody." And then Ichigo's like, "Oh hey, my sword just woke up. I know my sword's name, bitch." And he just slaps Renji, and then Renji's like, "Oh no, I've been defeated."
Renji's got to be a good character because Jet remembered who he was.
So then Byakuya noticed Ichigo, the same Ichigo who just slapped Renji,
That's what
just because he knows his sword. And then later on, Renji comes back and he has his Bankai, and he's like, "Byakuya, I hate you. Show me your Bankai." Byakuya's like, "Bitch," and he just no dips him. He activates his Bankai for like a second, and fucking Renji's hard work just fucking crumbles, and then he's sad, and then he's irrelevant for like 80 chapters. He shows up again with this new and improved Bankai, and he like kills some no-name fucking Arankar. You probably never got to Arankar because they're like hollow Shinigami with like Japanese, not Japanese, Spanish names. Yeah. Balance were German and fucking Shinigami or Japanese. Arankar or fucking Spanish for some reason.
Nani said, bro, he isn't useless. His Bankai is good. It's his true Bankai. I mean, he can't see you for like full effect. Nani said they have manga Renji, Rukia, Aizen, and Ichigo. I like how they have Aizen in the chair, like in the manga.
Yeah, that's really weird. I don't like that. Because Aizen eventually does go to Joe, and he doesn't really fight from the chair, like, at all. No, it's bad.
Also, all these spoilers for Bleach.
Nobody's reading and or watching Bleach in the year of
Are
our
you
Lord
like
2019.
behind on Bleach?
If you're behind on Bleach, you're never catching up.
Oh,
Otherwise,
shit.
you'd have already binge watched it or binge read it.
And then Nani said Chair Sama.
Oh my god, yeah, it's a man. My eyes was in a chair, and while in a chair and suppressed by like straps and stuff, he still has enough power to like defend Soul Society from Yuwah. That's the
Meanwhile, Asta's a waste of his line. Could have just been Kaiba.
that's the big bad Yuwah. He's a Quincy. He's a king of Quincy's.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Quincy.
Could have had Kaiba instead of Asta. Would have been great.
In my dream, when I left the witch's house, I accidentally walked out the back door into her backyard, which is like fenced off. And I was like, oh, I can't get out because I'm in the backyard. So when I went back in the house, Dozer came inside looking for me because he had went out the front door like a real person. And when he came inside, there were like a bunch of wizards inside of the house with the witch. And the witch acted like she didn't know who the fuck we were. She was like, tie him up, they're not supposed to be here kind of thing. And me and Dozer were like, whoa. I had this weird, essentially a time turner, like a fucking like Harry Potter thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to create a time loop for us to try and escape.
Dorama from the bargain.
But there was this weird situation where every time someone learned of the time loop or interacted with us,
She got reset.
they got like involved in it, and it got fucking weird. Like the first time we used it, me and Dozer escape, and then we're like, "Where's Serena?" And then we're like, "Damn, she must have went in after us." Now we gotta like go back and try and like get out, but also save Serena. And then this one girl and her group of friends, they're in a convention center trying to get to a rock concert. We somehow end up in the convention center still running away from like the wizards and shit, and then they learn about the time device. Like it's really fucking odd.
Sounds pretty bizarre.
Nani said, hell no, we already have Yogi. He said, Asta is lit, boy.
Asta just screams.
I mean,
Also, today I learned, after the death of the first Chinese emperor, Shi Huangdi, his second eldest son forged a letter in the emperor's name, stating that the eldest son was to commit suicide, and the second eldest son would become emperor. That plan worked.
got him. Nani said, we need more Yu characters. We also need Suna and Gotoki. I don't know who's Gotoki.
From where?
I don't know. I know Suna's from Reborn.
From Reborn.
Is Gotoki also from Reborn?
Gotoki.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely agree that we need Suna. I really fuck with Reborn. I haven't finished all of it though, because it's subbed.
We should get Hibari too.
Habari?
Hibari's a Reborn character. He fights with Tonfus.
Fights with Tom.
He's the leader.
Oh,
of
is he
disciplinary-
the... Yeah!
Yeah.
I fuck with him.
Also, we also
Yeah.
get Trunks because Dragon Ball.
You
Yeah.
need to be stopped!
You need to be stopped.
We have too many
Say
Dragon Ball
goodbye.
characters, in my opinion.
Jet, the Dragon Ball fan, saying that we have too many
Goku,
Dragon Ball.
Vegeta, Frieza, Cell, Trunks. I mean, most other things don't have 5 niggas. I don't know. Sounds
How
like
many
Bleach is getting a
characters
good
does Bleach
number.
have?
Apparently 4,
four.
if we're getting Renji.
Renji's the fourth of. You take Ichigo, you take Rukia, you take Aizen, okay. And then Renji?
I would have liked
Jobbing
Ice
piece of
Dragon
shit?
guy. I think Ice Dragon guy would have been cool.
Hisugaya? They're
Arch-
better captains. Take Kenpachi. I'll take Byakuya.
Wait, is Kenpachi the guy
Eye
that
patch.
he's called Toby or whatever by the little girl? The little girl calls him something else.
She calls him Kinchan.
Oh,
I don't know what-
sorry, English dub.
I'm not sure what the
I'm
dub-
an English ass
I'm
nigga.
not sure
I don't
what
know.
the dub. I don't know what the dub equivalent is. But if it's Toby, it's Toby. But yeah, you could take Kenpachi. You could take Yamamoto, the first captain. Hell, Kiyarako would have been cool.
Who?
The guy with the pink jacket
Oh yeah.
and two swords. Yeah.
I like that. I do know the.
Yeah, but yeah, Renji's such
But
a
he knows
weak-
Renji.
Uryu would have been cool.
Who?
Uryu.
Just tell me people.
Quincy.
What are they?
He
Oh yeah,
he
there we
has
go.
a bow and
Yes,
arrow.
I am aware. Because you know I don't know the name.
But he
I'm
did-
surprised I knew Renji. I was so ready. I was like, Woo!
Renji's on the same tier as Denki Kaminari.
Renji's so bad.
I do agree that we need more Yu Yu
What
Hakusho
is she?
characters. Right now we just have Yusuke and Tagoro.
I mean, we got like the
I want
main four.
Hiei.
Yeah, just Yusuke, Kurama, Kurobara, and Hiei. We don't even need to grow, honestly.
I don't know. I feel
Unless
like
every series has like, oh, I'm the good guy, but I'm also the bad guy.
Everybody
'Cause One
has at
Piece
least
has,
one villain.
has Peach
Blackbeard.
for some strange fucking reason.
Deku and Asta.
Wait, who's
Don't have
the
their villain.
bad guy from My Hero Academia?
No.
Yeah, true. I want them to have. They're gonna do all for
Saint
one. I'm
Seiya
sure.
doesn't have a villain.
Saint Seiya sure doesn't have a villain representation.
Is the entire roster already revealed?
Nope, I don't think so.
Then
Because we
Saint Seiya
still
has
have
a
trailers
villain.
coming out. Yeah, more than likely.
I don't think Rurouni Kenshin has a villain unless.
They have
Makoto
Shishio.
Shishio.
Yeah, they have
There you go,
Shishio. He's
Shishio.
in it.
I thought he was more a rival character.
No.
The fuck you mean?
Shishio
I don't
watch the
kills
art.
people.
I haven't watched.
We were watching it together.
We
I
only
know.
watched 2 episodes.
I've seen a lot more of Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah, but I've only watched 2 episodes. of it.
Shishio kills people. I
Um,
thought he was a rival character. Your boy's literally wrapped in fucking bandages
Yeah.
and enjoys setting people on fire.
I mean, I don't know
He's a
about
rival character.
Rival character.
Nani
I'm
said.
Jet's rival.
Oh, Jon Mason made a joke about that. He was like, "I'm Jet's rival now." How does it feel? Nani said, "Take off those Naruto characters and add them." He said, "No Bankai Kenpachi would have been better." What are your thoughts?
Better than what?
I
Naruto
guess
characters.
Renji.
No. Well, yeah, I agree. Kenpachi's a fun character overall. He'd be like the Bleach character without the dumb gimmick. Because Ichigo's dumb gimmick is, oh, get super potential, I
We
guess.
technically have 4 Naruto characters, don't we? Because of Boruto and then like his villain.
Boruto's also in...
We have Naruto, Sasuke, Boruto, Madara, not Kenshi.
Oh, we have
fucking-
Garan.
What's that? What's that nigga's
Wait, Naruto has the
Kakashi
most
and
then.
Gaara. Yeah, actually Naruto does have like 6 niggas.
Why?
People fuck with Naruto, I
Jump
guess.
Force roster.
I'm upset that Boruto didn't demonstrate his vanishing Rasengan. That's like his like thing that only he can do, and I don't think it's in the
14
game.
hours ago, full roster confirmed.
What?
Well, we'll see if
Oh,
I'm
shit.
being lied to.
Breaking news.
Also, 3 hours ago. Let's see. Asta, Ichigo Kurosaki, Renji, Robbie, Rukia, Kushiki, Sosuke, Aizen, Boruto Uzumaki, Ryo Saibe from City Hunters. What the fuck is City Hunters?
Oh, I know about it. So I
Ryo Saibe is in there.
yeah,
guess.
I googled that nigga. He does crazy gunshots. Like there's like a highlight reel of like some of the craziest shit he's done. Pretty amazing like gunplay.
Frieza, Future Trunks, Cell, Dai from Dragon Quest, Adventures of Guy.
He looks cool.
Which is
He looks cool
penned
as
by
fuck.
Akira Toriyama and is part of the Dragon Quest.
Kinshiro,
Series.
Fist of the North Star, Gon Frisk, Hisoka Moro, I never knew his last name. There's Killua. Ooh, Kurapika's in here. Alright,
Yep.
I'll fuck with Kurapika.
As do I.
Dio Brando, Jotaro Kujo, Galena, Jump Force, Kane, also Jump Force, Izuku Midoriya, literally the only character from My Hero Academia, rest in peace.
Of course.
Gara, Kaguya's it?
Yeah.
Kaguya.
Sorry, that would be 7.
So why are you complaining about Dragon Ball?
So
Is
Gara,
it 7?
Kaguya, Kakashi, Naruto, Sasuke.
So
5.
is it just 6?
5.
Boruto.
Boruto is not on this roster.
Yes, he
definitely
is.
in the
You
game.
named him earlier.
Oh,
He was
right.
Yeah.
He's by his damn self, yeah.
Because he's a
He's
different
technically
series.
a different
He's
series.
a different series.
Nani
He's
said
from Naruto's son's
Boruto's
parents,
and Maki
child,
is from Naruto Next Generations. You're right.
Nani said too many Naruto
guardian,
characters.
So
offspring,
Kaguya, Kakashi,
series.
Naruto, Sasuke, and then Boruto.
Then he said, why, Nick? He said, I want Dio's son in the game, too.
Giorno?
Or Diego, depending. Boa, Hancock, One Piece, Blackbeard, One Piece, Monkey D. Luffy, One Piece, Run Zoro. Why the fuck is Sabo in this game? One Piece.
How many One Piece characters are there?
God, Sanji too? Six.
Sanji,
Sabo, Zoro, Luffy, Hancock, and Blackbeard. Six.
So same as Naruto.
Yeah.
Did Dragon Ball actually get cucked then?
Yes.
And then there's Himura Kenshin, and there's Makato Shishiro, and then there's Dragon Shiryu from Saint Seiya, and also Pegasus Seiya. So, is Dragon the bad guy, or is he the good guy?
It's been a minute. I have no idea.
Then there's Yugi Moto, who's the only Yu-Gi-Oh character.
Of course.
That is some shit.
And then
I mean, it makes sense.
there's younger Toguro and Yusuke Urameshi. 42 characters in total.
42.
Light Yagami or Ryuk from Death Note will be featured in Jump Force as non-playable characters.
Wait, Trunks wasn't in that list, was he?
I don't believe so.
As a matter of fact, did you name any of the Dragon Ball?
Yeah, I said future. So, Cell,
Trunks is
Frieza,
nice.
Future Trunks, Goku, Piccolo, Vegeta. So they
Oh,
also got six.
Piccolo! I forgot about that
Six.
nigga. Yeah.
I still
isn't.
think Naruto got 7.
No.
What? No.
Boruto,
He counted.
Kaguya, Kakashi, Naruto, Sasuke,
Gaara.
Gaara. Gaara doesn't have last name.
Yeah.
Wasn't there Boruto's villain?
Nope.
Nope.
No,
Kels. What up, Kels? Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. I got 3 questions for you, Kels. How's your day today?
Wait, isn't Kaguya like from Endgame Naruto?
Yeah.
Do you have any
she's Naruto's
questions
final
for your
boss.
boy?
Why?
She's Rabbit Ninja.
She's
Why is
like
she
the
here?
god of chocolate.
Because
or
she's
whatever.
here to make a big tree and
She's the
hypnotize
bad
the
guy.
world.
Kels.
She's coming from the moon. She's an alien.
But yeah, Kels, how's your day? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics for the stream?
Also,
Kels then said-
personally, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I would have vastly preferred Madara to Kaguya.
We have Madara in Jump Stars. So I kind of thought we were going to get him. Yeah, J Stars. And then we didn't get him this time around.
We got Rabbit Jesus instead.
Kel said, what's your team in Jump Force going to be? This is for all of you. We actually said this earlier. Gerard's undecided because the game's not out yet. So he's like, I'm going to play everybody and then see who I like.
Yes.
You said, I'm going to see if I can remember what you said. Yugi will be on Matt's team. I know that. He said no to Kenshin, which is the main thing that I keep saying in my head. He was like, I'm not actually playing Kenshin.
It's pretty obvious, Chad.
I honestly forgot.
Good job, Chad.
Who are your mains?
Who did I play in J-Stars?
Yada yada does it.
I don't remember.
Yada yada does it. Yada yada does it.
Chad, do you not know the phrase?
Yada yada does it.
What's that?
Yada yada does it.
How annoying.
Yada yada.
How
does it.
annoying. Who says that?
Yada yada does it.
Yada yada did it.
Yada yada does it.
I don't get the reference. Is it Kinshiro?
No.
No.
You literally just said you won't be playing Kinshiro.
No, he's not Kenshin. Is what I'm
Kenshin.
saying. He's not playing
Oh,
Kenshin.
well, that's something about motion.
I thought maybe he says multiple
He
things.
does not say yada yada did it.
Is it JoJo?
Yes.
Yes.
So JoJo,
Jotaro.
Yugi.
Omewemo. Shinderu.
So he is playing
I'm
Kenshin.
not.
Yes.
No.
He's not.
No?
Yeah,
No.
I just guessed
Was it
Kenshiro.
not JoJo Kenshiro? And,
No.
Oh, Midoriya.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
There we go. He's playing Midoriya, Yugi, and
Jotaro.
JoJo. Thank you. I almost
Please stop
fucked
calling
up.
him JoJo.
There
They're
are
all
too many
JoJo.
JoJos.
You gotta call him Jotaro.
Okay. Jotaro.
Or call him Clint Eastwood.
And then my team is going to be custom character,
Oh my fucking god.
Pegasus.
Stop making custom characters.
Rukia
Also, Pegasus.
Sasuke.
Question mark?
Wait, hold up. I named too
You
many
need
people.
to say a three-person
Also,
team,
Pegasus is
not
not
including your
playable.
custom character, because custom.
No, not Yugi Pegasus. Saint Seiya.
Oh.
Yeah.
Call him Saya.
What? They're all named based off their zodiac. Like, other people won't call him, like, Pegasus is what you refer to him as. So, Pegasus, custom character,
Please
and
stop playing
it's
custom
only 3 characters.
Stop with your custom character garbage. Shit.
Maybe Sasuke then. And then Sasuke is like my
Custom
final.
characters are not legal.
What? I don't think they're illegal. Then Kel said, "My day was good." That's good to hear, Kels. Then Nani said, "What about Melodious, Full Metal Alchemist, and One Punch Man?" What are you guys' thoughts on one of those? He said was a series, but
One
those
Punch Man
characters
is
being
great.
in it.
Melodious is my favorite country. I'm glad we're gonna be visiting it in D&D next week.
Melodious.
Yeah, Matt named one of the D&D countries a similar thing to.
In my defense,
Melodious.
I forgot that Seven Deadly Sins had a character of that name.
I personally don't watch Seven Deadly Sins. I'm not a big fan, but if he was in the game, I wouldn't be like, "Oh no, he's in the game." For Full Metal Alchemist, I didn't really get into it, but again, I wouldn't be opposed to him being in the game. And One Punch Man, I think it would be interesting if he was in the game, because I'm not sure if they would just have him punch.
You
Or
also
if he
only
would
watched one
kick.
episode of the original, and then we're like, nah.
Original what?
Full Metal Alchemist.
I've seen a few episodes of Brotherhood.
Did
I
you
didn't
start
really
at
get
the
into it.
beginning?
Yes. I just didn't really vibe with it.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Kel said, "I get why they chose Kaguya instead of Madara, but Madara should have been in instead of Kaguya," which is what Gerard said
There
as well.
actually really doesn't seem to be a reason for Kaguya to be in compared to Madara.
She's
She's the actual main villain.
But Madara.
Is not
I don't even know enough about Madara, but I feel like he makes more sense than Kaguya.
than the real main villain. That's like saying
Ma-
6-6 should be the main villain of Benton instead of Vilgax, because I think 6-6
I can
is
defend
cool.
Madara being the main villain in Naruto. He was built up as one of the strongest two ninja in the history of ninja, and we've known about him for literal years. And there's been all this talk about Madara, and Toby was like, "I'm Madara," but it wasn't actually Madara because he was busy being Obito. And there's just a bunch of history and like kind of like characters who
And then
don't have
Kaguya.
association. And so he's been worked out to be this massive villain, you know. And then he exists, and he throws meteors at people, and his perfect Tsunano can cleave mountains in half, and what the fuck? And then he just gets got and like no diffed by Rabbit Jesus, and she just kind of exists, and it's really lame. So yeah, Madara should definitely be the main villain.
100%.
He's not. It's Kaguya, but because I needed to tie in this weird
Mythology to
yeah,
explain
like,
how
oh
everything
man,
works.
Naruto and Sasuke are Indra and the other Jesus brother, and they're just reincarnations of reincarnations of reincarnations, and everything has come to a head because they have to work together because they got to stop Kaguya from ruling the world. It's just dumb.
It's like Naruto got bad once they started Shippuden.
No.
I don't think that's true. Let's see. Nani said, "Jotaro says yare yare. Good grief."
Yada yada does it.
Then Kel said, "My team's going to be Dio, Killua, and Aizen or Luffy." I still want to play Killua and see how he plays. I think he'll be fun.
I think he'll be fast.
Kel said, "There aren't too many JoJo's. We're only on the 8th one right now. There are technically more, but I can't think of any others right
That's
now."
a lot of JoJo's.
8 JoJo's is quite the number of JoJo's.
People get confused with 3 Gabbies. I think 8 JoJo's is a lot. Kel said also Madara is a better character than Kaguya.
And technically, too, those are alternate time versions of other JoJo's.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Yes.
What is yes in Japanese?
Hi.
Yes. I don't know.
Oh, hi?
Hi.
Did you just say yes?
He said yes.
In
I was thinking
English.
of the English.
Were you going to say yesu? Were you going to
Yesu.
put like a U on it?
Yeah. What is yes in Japanese?
Milk in Japanese is miraku, and I was like, that sounds really fake. That sounds hella fake.
Yeah, sometimes they don't have words.
Yeah.
Like
Spanish and kangaroo.
like if you're really lucky, you don't say the word lucky in Japanese. You go lucky.
Lucky Chloe Dale.
It's an exclamation. You're lucky, very lucky.
Let's see. Oh, after my dream that I had, I probably shouldn't have taken a nap. I should have used that time to do laundry. Fuck! I read that out loud, and I think I still haven't done laundry. I'm glad I wrote that down.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, now I know I need to do laundry. I guess I'll do that after the stream. For today's fan
Never going to
poll,
bed yet.
I did a dramatic reading and reaction to a short story written by Jon Mason. We had a lot of fun going over the story and talking with the live chat. Your boy Matt feels like it's cringy. And
Wait, that's not in the
he's
script.
a fan of
I
Jon
can
Mason's
almost
stuff.
100% imagine that's not in the script.
What I just said?
Yes.
It's not.
Jet, why would you say it then?
Because it's true.
I mean,
you
it is,
just
but-
told that to me.
Yeah.
And to Gerard.
Wait, do you read short stories on the stream?
Yes, if they vote for it.
Yeah.
If they vote for it.
Jon Mason voted for me to do a dramatic reading of.
Donnie's been trying to get Jet to win for an hour.
So I would need to be watching your stream and also need to supply you with a short story to read. And then vote on it.
You gotta vote for me to read it, and then.
It has to win.
Yeah, it has to win. Other people, or at least you have to have enough.
Nani's been voting for him to do the whip for an hour.
Yeah,
Jet
he
will
wants
literally
me
do anything.
to dab and do the whip for an hour, and he's yet to win. Please don't let that win. I know.
I'm glad.
Yeah, like
you
what
asked me, like
what a
personally.
weird.
Jack,
I've never.
You want to know the
why would I
simple
wanna do
Jay,
that?
you want to know the simple solution to the problem? Just make exceptions to your rules. Say, I'm not doing dumb stuff like doing the whip for an hour.
I'm not doing dumb stuff like doing your work for you at a design corporation called
Jam 3.
Jam 3.
Smuckers 2.
Stop making it so that your
Shout out to Canada.
stop making it so that your fans have control over
Shout
literally
out
all
to
your
the
aspects of your
right,
life.
the right
When you
clicks
actually make the
Welch's
content.
one.
If you make the content, you choose what can and cannot be made.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. I thought I had to read a case study for class. I pulled out my fucking textbook. I went through the table of contents and I couldn't find the case study for the life of me. So I took the book to class and I asked, like, people, like, yo, like, where's the case study? And they're like, the case studies aren't in the book. They're like, on the internet or
Yeah,
whatever.
right.
And you gotta, like, Google them. And then they were like, plus, we don't even have a case study today. It got moved because of the weather thing, and we're just not doing it anymore. And then I'm like, nani? So I like carried my textbook to class for no reason, and because I felt like I was in a rush, I like left my charging cables in my dorm and shit. But hey, no harm, no foul.
But how heavy is a textbook?
It's not too bad. But
How heavy is a charging cable?
not heavy at all.
How heavy of a loss was it?
It wasn't too bad, but I would have preferred to have had them. After class, I worked with one of my classmates to help understand the material. English is not his first language, and he has failed the class before, so I tried to help him through some of the stuff that he was like having trouble with. After I hung out with him at the CU, I got an Oreo hot chocolate, dropped off my book at the dorm because I didn't want to have to carry it everywhere, and then went to my next class. In business statistics, I made an 82 on my test, which isn't a bad score at all. I really don't fuck with math, so I'm glad I didn't get cut. It was a low score.
Where's the A?
I hope I can keep my grade at a 90 or above. So I'm not trying to have a B.
Low B's are better.
Low B's are not good. I agree.
Where's my 4.0 GPA?
I'm going for it. I had all A's. What cucked me on the all A's? It wasn't business statistics. It was IS 491 or whatever. On a homework assignment, I made an 85 and it lowered me. I was like,
But
damn
that's
it.
your field of study. How could you screw that up?
IS 491 is business strategy.
How could you screw that up?
It's not like programming or like cybersecurity.
But it's business, and you're a business major.
That's just an odd UAH decision. After class, I hung out with Matt and Gerard at the dorm, which I'm still actively doing. I thought we were playing D&D tonight, and I made a character while I was in my statistics class, but we actually are going to be playing next week instead, so I'm already ahead of the game. Let's see. We watched Death Battle. We saw Aquaman versus Namor. We also watched YouTube, and we talked. Death Battle claims that Namor can animate things with his trident, but I could find no real evidence of this. We went to the Marvel official website at the Namor bio. We searched on Google. We went on to the fucking Marvel Wikia and read the post for Namor, which also claims that he can animate things. It then cited multiple Namor comics as well as an official guidebook to the magic of Marvel. And I went to all those comics and to the official guidebook. None of them say that his trident can animate things.
Yeah, you know where we didn't look, Jack?
Where?
You know how Death Battle does like the Death Battle like week before the Death Battle preview video?
Oh, like the little...
Where they talk about like the shit they're doing?
Shit. Do you think they have like the thing?
If anywhere has it, it'd probably
It would be there.
Yeah.
Interesting. I fuck with that. That should definitely be something that is done. Because I worked hella hard trying to find a fucking reference to that. When they talk about, like, Namor animating things, they show a fucking panel of some random bitch talking. And I paused the thing, and I was like, what is this? They highlighted the text she said, and it had nothing to do with shit. I have no idea what that was. But I was like, if Namor can just animate things, I think he should just win. I think he should just... Because Aquaman doesn't have anything on par with that. Namor could have just an army of whatever the fuck he wants. And Aquaman could have the whole goddamn ocean.
Oh, shit.
But then...
Joe Cat did a Divinity Original Sin 2 character creation critique. That's another thing that Joe Cat does. Joe Cat's the guy who does the Crap God D&D things.
Oh, okay.
But one of his, like, channel's main things is that he goes to, like, a RPG's character creation model and, like, breaks down what it likes about it, what he doesn't like, what he expects you should be able to do given the technology of the game and stuff like that. It's really interesting.
That does sound
And
cool.
also, Divinity Original Sin 2 is one of my favorite games, so there's also that.
That's dope. Oh, I got hired to work for someone on Fiverr to write an Obama versus Trump rap battle about left and right Twix. Thank you.
Having fun, John.
So I got hired on Fiverr to write an Obama versus Trump rap battle about left and right Twix. But I had to decline it because it was corporate dishonesty. They wanted me to write the rap for their portfolio, and they were going to show it to an employer as if it was their own work. But that's entirely against the point of portfolios. He also was like, I'm also not going to say that I got it like ghostwritten. And I'm like, well, if you put that in your portfolio, you're essentially just lying to your boss. So I thought that was rather weird. But yeah, and now we're here, just hanging out in the door. So if you have any questions for me, discussion topics that you like to bring up, feel free to hit me up. I'm about to do what Gerard suggested, because that was a good-ass idea. Look at that fucking Namor pre-death battle thing.
I mean, the pre-death battle things don't really add a lot of stuff. If anything, it's nothing. It's just what's in the death battle. If you want anything, it's the death battle cast that you want.
Death battle what?
Cast.
Cast?
Cast.
Cast?
Like podcast.
There's a podcast?
Yes.
What do they say in that?
It just depends on what they're talking about. I don't watch them.
I got the wrong headphone. There we go.
But
So
the pre-video things are just like the first minute or so of what's in the actual death battle.
I think they're a little different. Would you agree, Gerard, that they like edit the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But from what I can tell, I think Matt's right in this one in particular.
Oh, that in this case it is just
I
the
just
same.
looked at it. It's only 2 minutes long, and it's like the intro to the Namor thing.
True.
This is always how it's done. Like, there might be slight edits, but it's basically the first minute or two.
Yeah, the Death Battle cast is 50 minutes long, and I'm not sure if we're going to be looking through this shit for 50 minutes.
Plus, I don't know. If they said something in the Death Battle cast, I'd be kind of pissed. Because it should just be in the video.
I'm scrolling through the comments, seeing like if anyone has...
also talked about it?
No, if anyone has like timestamps for like when certain things get talked about.
Oh.
But I think it's just them shooting the shit and
pretty much
nobody in the comments helping your boy out. There's the Ultra Instinct Shaggy shit post. All right, there it is.
Wow. Who do they want him to fight?
It's just Ultra Instinct Shaggy versus anyone.
Versus anyone. Apparently, there's a Dragon Ball Super OC character that has a similar wank to Ultra Instinct Shaggy, and he just looks like Jiren with a big ass head. I don't remember his name, but it has L in it, like Spanish. It's L something.
La something? You said it's like Spanish. What do you mean about that?
Like
L
like
as
L, like the,
right.
and then like his
El
name.
Dorado.
There we go. Kel said El Hermano. And he's just Jiren with
The
a big
man?
ass head.
No, the brother.
Yeah, the brother.
I'm thinking the brother.
Hermano?
Hermano is brother.
Yeah.
Oh! See, there's a different joke here. They made a fucking Astro Boy joke.
Wow, one different.
Our issues
You
still
got, got me.
A Mario Brothers reference?
Well, here's the thing, though. Like, the exit sequitur is different. But that's because there's not a
They didn't even cover it in this one. They replaced it with Astro Boy and a Mario Brothers joke.
Like, here's the thing. All the exit sequiturs are new stuff. Because they're not in the original Death Battle. Because it's supposed to be a way to cut off.
Yeah, that podcast is 50 minutes long. So unless you feel like picking through it later on,
it's
I
not
guess
worth
we're gonna just take
at
the
the
L for
moment.
now.
We're taking a hard
The
L.
temporary L.
Anyone who can animate shit and turn themselves into whatever they want.
Into a better version of themselves.
Yeah, it's just pretty godly. I don't know. I feel like if they're going to say that feat's real, Namor should have fucking won the fight and they should have explained why he didn't.
You could and should, I feel, just make a comment on the video explaining exactly how you feel about the
About that like particular feat.
yeah, and also your gripes with like the Hulk feat. It's like,
The
oh
Hulk
man, he
feat
fought
is
Savage
fucking
Hulk,
stupid.
and that means he's really tough, but he's not tough enough, or he's less tough than Aquaman because Aquaman blocked a continent level attack with his bare hands. That was really weird to me.
It's very weird.
Because, like, it's a lot more different than, like, saying, oh, man, Aquaman took this Triton to the chest. The same Triton that leveled an entire continent, level, Atlantis. And so, oh, he caught with his bare hands, and he didn't actually get hit. Like, I don't know. I feel like clapping a Triton and not getting cut by an attack and just taking an attack are different durability feats.
Because it's not that you tanked it, it's that you stopped it.
Yeah.
Do you think stopping it... I mean, it is very different. The only thing they could say is that he could stop attacks on that level, not that he could take them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, by that logic. Where, with the Namor feat, it's him matching with Hulk, which is still bullshit. We don't know how strong Hulk is at that particular time.
Savage Hulk.
Right, Savage Hulk. Because Savage Hulk could very easily have been, like, really, really pissed and that be, like, impressive. I mean, matching the Hulk at all is impressive, but the level of the feat, you can't just pick a Hulk feat, because that's what they do. They pick a Hulk feat and then go, well, he must be scalable to at least this, and it's like, why? Why pick that in particular? I do have issues with the Namor vs. Aquaman Death Battle. Not necessarily with who won. Kind of with who won if they're gonna use that fucking Namor feat. I felt like that didn't make any sense.
He made sand golems.
He did make sense, and that's all he did with it, which was really shitty. I kind of want to get back to that part in its video.
Aquaman turning the water into ice was really interesting.
That was interesting. I didn't think that was too crazy, though.
And then again, the like live simulation is like a complete fabrication. Like it doesn't like have to do anything with like their verdict. It's just what they do to entertain people.
True.
And they've mentioned that time and time again.
Scavenger said, greetings and salutations. I
Hi,
already
Scavenger.
liked. Yo, welcome to the Scavenger. I mean, welcome to the
Welcome to
Scavenger.
Scavenger. Yeah.
Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. I have 3 questions for you. How's your day today? Do you have any discussion topics
And
that
who do
you'd
you
like
want
to
to
talk
jump?
about?
Who do you want to play as in Jump Force?
And do you have any questions for your boy? I got hella tongue-tied.
Almost as tongue-tied as
You,
your
right?
boy Caleb City trying to say Luke right.
Oh, goodness.
Also, I just realized they have 2 different ads in Death Battle. Is that
That Blue Apron.
And then 23andMe.
Yeah.
They sure did, yeah. They were like, fuck, screw attack, we can get more ads. I'm trying to find these fucking Namor feats. Do they say it out loud too, or do they just show it?
They say it.
They do. Yeah, they sure as fuck say it.
They do, yeah.
Not about to get copyright strike, but I'm gonna listen to them say it. Scavenger said, my day was good. How was your day? Fantastic as always. Thank you for asking. I'm trying to see if I could have done anything different what I have done today. I would have not brought my book to my first class because I didn't need it. I would have taken my chargers to my first class because I wouldn't have fucked around and brought my book instead.
Did you need your charger in class though?
I would have preferred to have had it in class because after class I ended up helping out that one guy who needed assistance, and I didn't have a charger to plug in my computer. It wasn't like he was about to die, but I always like to keep it charged up if I can. Um, I would have probably not done everything for my character. It's not bad that I wrote up my character, but I didn't really need it tonight. And I did it during class.
Jed, I prefer you to have it actually done earlier instead of doing it at last minute like you always do.
Well, now it's done.
Exactly.
So I mean, it worked
So,
out. I
It's
still
no longer what he always does.
Well, he's gonna keep doing it past this point. That's not the point.
I would have wanted to know ahead of time. I wasn't gonna find shit on Namor's Trident before I read like 4 fucking comic book things. It was mainly the encyclopedia that took forever.
Plus, if you looked at your emails, Jed, you would have just seen it. But you,
Or if you were on Discord.
or if you were on Discord.
I don't fuck with the Discord.
Then look at the emails. How do you not look at your emails?
I do. I get a lot of emails, man.
How many emails do you get a day?
I get news alerts for Dragon Ball Super, DC
He
Comics.
gets shady people on Fiverr trying to make that easy.
Why don't you have a
dollar.
separate
I
email
get
address for
scholarship
that stuff?
email stuff. All my stuff gets forwarded to Jet Black, and then I have separate stuff for school and for professional stuff. But it still all gets sent to my normal. Scavenger said, "And what are your thoughts on the superhero movies of 2019?" That's a good ass question.
Why are things getting forwarded to multiple addresses? Why not just keep them in one?
No, they all get forwarded to one, but there are separate ones. Like if I need to just look at my school or just look at my professional, but my personal one, everything gets forwarded to, because I know I'm gonna look
Are you
at the
saying
person.
inboxes or emails?
I have 3 different email addresses. The school gives you one.
Yes.
I have one that's
Damn,
like a professional.
the fucking read. On the podcast death battle video,
Right.
Agadine 967 said 1 week ago, this Namor guy is gonna get messed up with mind control. What a fucking read.
Oh,
How
but
do things
I have
auto
one
forward?
personal email address, one school one, and then one professional one. And the school one and the professional one forward to my personal,
But why?
so that I always see when I get emails like from them, because I know I'm gonna check my personal one regardless. But the school one you don't need to check all the time, and the professional one you don't need to check all the time.
I would check them all. Jed, I check my 4 emails all the time.
See, the way that I make sure that I always see them is that they're always in the personal as well. But then I reply back.
But then
using the
everything's
proper-
in
Hey,
person.
Jet,
Yeah.
you want to know another reason Namor would have lost?
What I lost?
According to DG 3 days ago, the clear is a force he has control over that gives him absolute control and awareness of every single aquatic life form, including all Atlanteans, and even extending to aquatic aliens and otherworldly future oceans, as seen in DC 1 million. So Namor
DC
being
1
another
million is a weird thing to pick from.
so Namor being another aquatic life form just means that at any point Aquaman could have just been like, hey, declare, is this dude fucking live in water? Okay, cool. He's
Is
mine.
DC 1 million even canon?
I don't know, is it?
Because
Is
it's
it
supposed
not
to be
canon?
like the year 1 million, but that was done so long ago. And since then we've had stuff like Justice League 3000 and things of that nature.
Jed, if the whole thing is that you'll check personal specifically, then why did you tell me to send it to your school email?
Because it goes to my personal.
But
The school, all that forwards to my
then
personal.
why didn't you see it?
I did.
Then why didn't you look at it?
I had other stuff. I was just busy.
Oh, gross. So, Frothy from My Hero Academia versus Toad from the X-Men.
I don't know
It's
anything about that.
something somebody mentioned.
I
don't know
feel like
anything
comic
about
book
Toad.
Toad should body her, right? Because he just would have so many years of just bullshit that he could have stacked on from being in
So
comic
many
books.
years of bullshit.
Yeah, anyone who's like a seasoned comic book character versus someone who's new, I feel like, well, remember that one time when he like fucking murdered Thanos? You know, it'll just be some stupid shit where you're like, Toad didn't do that, and then you read and you're like, oh shit,
Toad
Toad.
killed Thanos?
No.
It's a joke.
No, I'm
Oh.
saying that, yeah, that's something that probably is happening.
Toad has probably killed Thanos.
Scavenger said, so many years of bullshit. Best quote ever. I mean, that's just how it is. Speaking of things, I need to talk about superhero movies of 2019. So now we're getting the Joker, we're getting Captain Marvel, we're getting Shazam. What else is coming out this year that's like a superhero movie?
We've already gotten the third part of M. Night Shyamalan's superhero.
Oh
movie.
gosh, Glass?
Yeah.
I've heard Glass was horrible. I didn't have
boy.
expectations for Glass in the first place. So, whatever. That was either going to be good or going to be shit or just going to be okay. You know, the three things that anything can be. And I wouldn't have cared in any direction it would have went. Because I feel like M. Night Shyamalan more or less was like, man, I think I could probably cash in on superhero universes. I'm just going to make
your own Avatar. I mean, what do you want
together?
Hey, Jack, how about this one? Wonder Woman versus Mrs. Marvel.
Wonder Woman versus Miss Marvel? That hasn't happened yet? I guess not.
No.
Harley Quinn versus Black Widow. Black Widow will be cremated.
Oh, I was thinking Black Canary. I was thinking, so Harley Quinn versus Black Widow?
Doesn't Harley Quinn just stop?
I don't fucking know, because Black Widow's like a trained killer, and Harley Quinn's just kind of fucking crazy. But she has a long comic book series.
She also has super strength and like.
I do believe she got powers from Poison Ivy or something.
That
gave
too.
her powers.
Like,
and some
she's
shit like that.
I mean, so the way I see it is this, right? Mm-hmm. So the Joker's like, "Hey, haha, I have a funny plan," and then the shit goes, belly up. Harley Quinn is the one bulwark to every single one. Bulwark.
What's that?
Like protection.
Jeff having to look up words because Chet doesn't know
anything
in English.
Else,
I'm looking up Harley Quinn while we talk about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, so whenever Batman's like, Joker, bitch, stop. Harley Quinn's the one who fights back. Harley Quinn, swaps hands with Batman on a regular.
On the regs.
I just don't think...
She must have at least 128 fighting styles.
She has superhuman agility, enhanced strength, and intelligence.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if she has enhanced intelligence, but she is smart.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn must said be on par with Black Man.
People that exist, which I don't understand that.
She's a clinical psychiatrist, yeah.
But I mean, Batman had like an actual brain injury, and he was like, they're gonna call him Harley Quinn. Yeah, I was like, why? I don't understand that. Because he got punched to death by Superman. And it was a part of his plan because they knew they were going to call Harley Quinn to save him.
he got punched to death by Superman. It was part of his plan because he's Batman.
Yeah, I thought that was really dumb.
Because Harley Quinn could go against Batman's 127 fighting styles, she must be on par with Black Man.
With Black Man.
Who knows 128?
That was so fucking stupid. Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man. He said another Wonder Woman, I think. I don't think all those are coming out this year.
Hellboy.
Avengers Endgame is a list.
It is?
Is it not?
I thought that was next year. The fuck? I gotta Google now.
I gotta Google it now.
Superhero.
When Jen never mentions Hellboy.
Movies. Is that this? I don't think that's this year, is it?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to superhero movies.
Oh shit! Endgame is this year?
Yeah.
What? Oh fuck. I legitimately thought that was like next year. They were ready. Spider-Man Far From Home is this year?
Yeah.
What? So, Avengers Endgame, Captain Marvel, Dark Phoenix is this year?
Wait, Dark Phoenix is getting a movie?
Dark Phoenix is getting a movie?
You guys didn't know that? New Mutants is this? I think this is wrong. I think Google's fucking lying to me.
I think Google's lying.
Hellboy 2019, Glass, which already came out, Brightburn, I don't know what the fuck that is. It claims Gambit? Shut the fuck up. Gambit's not coming out this year. Google is actually lying to my face.
I mean,
I don't...
Max would be happy.
He fucks with Gambit?
Yeah, Gambit's like his favorite Marvel character.
Scavenger said RDJ said Endgame is currently around 3 hours. Interesting. I'm not too surprised. Then Scavenger said Google is spitting facts. I'm on Collider now, and it has like a list of 2019
Somebody
movies.
wants to see Kratos versus Thor.
Captain Marvel, Shazam. Shouldn't Kratos kill Thor?
Thor
Isn't he
also technically just
guy,
exists
and that's
in...
his whole thing?
Yeah.
Also, Thor just technically exists in God of War right now.
Shazam.
Not
Hellboy,
Marvel Thor, but I mean...
Avengers Endgame.
Hey, Thor.
Dark Phoenix is really this year?
Kratos versus Spawn would be interesting.
Let's see. Spider-Man Far From Home. Spawn should just fucking dunk hella hard on Kratos.
Actually,
what the fuck does Kratos do this anywhere on level to Spawn?
Actually, Kratos and Spawn have fought, I think.
What?
In Death Battle.
What?
In Death Battle?
I think so.
Spawn fought somebody.
I think it was Kratos.
Word?
Yeah.
Huh.
I know Spawn won whatever fight he was in.
Yeah, Spawn beat Kratos, I think.
Spawn has too many fucking powers. New Mutants? August? Damn. I already knew about Joker.
There's a Joker movie?
Yeah.
Like, literally just Joker?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is
Out,
it like
out
his-
of normal
Is it
continuity.
like,
Not Leto.
is it his origin story from The Killing Joke?
I don't think it's the Killing Joke origin. They changed
Yeah,
his
Trails vs.
costume.
Spawn. Oh, yeah, 7 years ago. How about
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was an old one, but it happened.
So, out of all these superhero movies that are coming out this year, apparently I didn't know a lot of them were coming out. What are you guys most hyped for?
I
I'm
don't
probably
watch
hyped for
superhero movies.
Endgame.
I'll probably watch Endgame, and that's about it.
Didn't know Endgame was coming out this year. Did you see Infinity War?
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you think?
I liked Civil War more.
Civil War was fucking great. Matt, we don't agree on many things, but Civil War is my favorite fucking Marvel movie. So I respect props. Props are there. Gerard.
I look forward to Endgame, but also Dark Phoenix.
I think Dark Phoenix is going to be a hot bowl of
I can't control
steaming
it.
ass.
Dark Phoenix rises.
It's just
It's
them
just
doing
her do-
X-Men 3 again.
It's
You
just-
may die, you may die, you may die, you may die.
Scavenger said WS is one of the best Marvel movies.
I can't wait to see.
Winter Soldier? The fuck out of here.
I can't
That's
wait
such
to
a
see
basic
Phoenix
ass
gain
answer.
5 meters and then just die.
I really like Jason Bourne, but Marvel is all Winter Soldier is. And I wasn't a fan.
Iron Man was good.
The first one?
Iron Man 1 and 2, I believe, were good. I remember 3, and it was
I'm not a big fan of any of the Iron Man movies, but Iron Man...
Iron Man are probably the only movies I watched beyond, like, the crossover Marvel stuff.
Also, no offense, Kels, on the basic thing on Winter Soldier. I don't agree with that opinion.
It's just, Iron Man, like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe started at a young enough age for me where I just sort of was watching movies.
Lelouch versus Light Yagami.
And then by the time Iron Man finished up, I sort of stopped caring about
Gandalf
superhero movies
versus
except for the
Dumbledore.
adventure stuff.
So, except for when, like, they all gather?
Yeah.
Interesting. I feel like Iron Man is universally praised. Like, people, like, are like, oh, man, it really, like, set the,
It's what
like,
started
headway."
with to you.
Yeah, I think that's kind of dumb.
I
mean,
think
it's not necessarily
I
a
honestly
good
think
movie.
it's just Robert Downey Jr.'s star power that made Iron Man as well.
I mean, I don't know actors, so I mean,
Well, there you go.
I feel like Iron Man did a good job of making people like a character that no one actually gave a fuck
yeah,
about.
because Iron Man wasn't popular
He
back
really
in the
wasn't.
day.
No one gave a damn about Iron Man back in the day.
Oh, gross.
Scavenger said Iron Man was also good, to be honest. I think it was alright.
All right, I got a hot take for you.
Hit me up.
Not only does this person's list include Deadpool versus the Joker, in which case the Joker just dies.
Yeah.
Not only does this list include Dante Devil May Cry versus Goku Black Dragon Ball Super. Not sure why you'd mad. What a reaction. Dante is like, I can regenerate from being stabbed in the chest. And Goku Black just blows up the fucking world.
I am the universe.
Yeah.
I became reality.
Suwarashi. Bayonetta versus Wonder Woman. I'm not sure how that would end up.
That's interesting.
No, it's not.
What?
Dante beat Bayonetta
Yeah.
in their death battle because Dante had a healing factor and Bayonetta didn't. So it's basically like, oh man, Bayonetta's beat the shit out of me, but I stab her in the chest and she actually fucking dies. Well, I think Wonder Woman would just cook her.
You think she would just kill him?
Not only does the same person by the way, have Lobo versus Drax the Destroyer. Lobo wins?
Can Drax regenerate?
I don't know. He doesn't do that shit in the fucking movie.
When did he ever get hurt?
You're right. I don't know. Not only does this list have Hulk versus Broly, Dragon Ball Super Broly.
That's actually
Broly!
Yeah, that is a Broly.
Broly is because he just starts stronger, I think.
Uh,
And then Hulk doesn't have time to get mad. Well, fuck.
because now
No,
Hulk can't
sorry,
die.
Hulk. Damn it. Yeah,
Hulk
because
can't
Hulk
die
can't
now.
die anymore. It doesn't matter what Broly does, because Hulk just won't be dead.
And then their last suggestion: the entire Justice League versus the entire Avengers.
That actually would be really cool. I mean, I can't get mad at
But
him.
we got the Mega Man Battle Royale coming up.
Yeah. Damn, if they ended this season with a battle royale between Justice League and Avengers, that would be the hypest
What
shit.
if it was like MCU fucking Avengers versus DC Justice League? Rest in peace.
Yeah, Marvel
That's
just
worth
wins.
discussing, actually.
Also,
I
I
think
think Marvel
Marvel just-
has like twice the membership.
of like people on the
Yeah.
team. I don't
it would be a race to see, are we smart enough to kill Superman before Superman kills all of us?
Can we get OG Avengers MCU? Like, only those niggas versus Justice League in the DCU?
I mean, that's fair, but
because I don't like the people who are just in the Avengers.
Like, oh man,
because it's like
me,
honorary.
Falcon.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
man,
get the fuck out of. You're just friends with Cap. You're not an actual event. I don't accept you as a member.
Oh man, it's me, Vision. I'm Vision.
If anyone actually gets the free pass, I'd actually give it to Vision. To be honest, he's just good. I don't understand. Because he more or less was made to be an event. Like, that's his whole purpose. So he gets it. I'm fine with that. But Vision would stomp. Vision would stomp the fuck out of the DC.
But Superman exists.
The fuck is he gonna do to an intangible person?
Be Superman.
That doesn't make any sense.
I punch my punch is so powerful it forces you into corporeal. It makes you corporeal and then you get fucked.
Doesn't make any sense.
I'm sure Superman writer out there is like,
Sounds good to me. Scavenger said, my favorite though is Ant-Man or Iron Man. They aren't the best story or cinematic wise, but both I love to rewatch. I'd say Ant-Man is my guilty pleasure MCU character too. I think he's one of the most powerful MCU characters, but everybody fucking sleeps on him. Name somebody who easily beats Ant-Man in the MCU. I feel like in a one-on-one, we can see each other fight.
Loki.
Loki? How?
Loki does some mind games trick. Ant-Man's like, oh man, I'm a fucking criminal and I'm not really that wise and oh man, I gotta go get tricked by Loki. I'm gonna do the thing Loki just told me to do. Oh man, I'm dead.
You think Loki would just trick Ant-Man?
Yeah.
He tricks Thor all the time.
But Thor is actually kind of an idiot
Loki
at this point.
also
Just
tricked the entire Avengers into fighting one another.
Which movie? Are you talking about one?
Yeah. Where he was like, oh man, the Hulk's gonna kill everybody because he's fucking crazy.
Nobody trusts the Hulk. That makes sense. At that time, no one was friends with him.
I just feel like if Loki put in Ant-Man's head something, Ant-Man wouldn't have the wherewithal to be like, wait a minute, you're lying. I'm not gonna believe that.
I think
Ant-Man's
Ant-Man's smart enough to know that Loki's just a bad guy.
Yeah, he'd probably be like, I was in prison for 3 years. I know when somebody's trying to trick me.
He could be like, you fought the Avengers. You're just automatically not good. Yeah, I've seen you be an evil person. We're fighting. Why are you trying to tell me to do something?
I mean, to be fair, this stuff is broadcasted.
What about the immortal Iron Fist, Danny Rand, enemy of the hand?
Versus Ant-Man?
Versus Ant-Man.
Iron Fist eats the fattest dick. Did you just say that to hear my reaction?
Yes.
Because, yeah, that didn't make any sense.
But he's a protector of Kal-El.
Shrink disc. Oh, you're quantum now? I can't even see. You're actually dead.
He would shoot himself back to full size.
What about Jessica Jones?
Jessica Jones also just gets shrunk. Because Ant-Man can just go like, shrink disc, shrink. Because you can't, what's your defense? Do you block? He just throws my shrink disc. I don't know.
How often does he do that in the cinematic?
I mean, I'm saying if everyone's going for their best thing, right? Jessica Jones' best thing is to just fucking rush you. Shrink disc. You're coming closer to me. Shrink disc. Iron Fist, same thing. Unless Iron Fist is going for like an area of effect, like boom, ground crush, and then Ant-Man just shrinks himself, and then like it doesn't.
I feel like Doctor Strange would be like, oh,
Agamotto is pretty hacks. I'd say he's one of the best too.
Yeah.
When he actually uses his powers, he can just.
But he saw
mirror dimension the fuck out of you. You're just screwed.
But he saw 4 million futures, and only one of them would have no win.
Didn't make any fucking sense. He would have seen so many ways to win. We can see them, so he could see them. I don't get it. Scavenger said Ant-Man could destroy the galaxy or more on accident. Elaborate.
I mean,
I'm not necessarily disagreeing, but
there's not really an elaboration if you don't disagree.
Well, I'm saying like I need to hear like a argument for it.
I mean,
what the fuck?
Then he said, who else could do that?
Avatar Aang, Avatar The Last Airbender versus Boruto Uzumaki. Boruto Newton.
I guess Boruto's technically...
Why?
I don't
How do
know.
they relate? He didn't even do like Boruto and like Korra, like two different next generation
Boruto and
people.
Aang.
Yeah, I don't see the point of that fight.
I mean, Boruto technically does element stuff, I think.
Also, Doctor Strange, if you're going to talk about someone who could probably accidentally destroy a galaxy by
It
accident.
should be Korra, but even then, I still think Boruto maybe wins. I guess.
Boruto has a lot of interesting elemental shit, but Aang should probably just immediately kill Boruto. If it's a thing like Death Battle where you just kill niggas for no reason, Aang not holding back is a legitimate threat. Is Boruto... I could hear an argument for Boruto having ninja speed. Whenever people mention Naruto niggas in a fight, I'm like, aren't they just really fast?
If anybody got trained by Kakashi or somebody who's Kakashi's dick, they're at least lightning time. Minimum. Because Kakashi split a lightning bolt. Oh, God.
I guess the argument there becomes that Aang can pretty much use the 4 elements freely, whereas Boruto has to do jutsus and stuff for that. And also, if we consider...
Does it take more time to make a Rasengan than it does for Aang to be like Wind Ball?
Aang has like an elaborate movement, and Naruto ninjas have hand signs.
I think as far as like attack potency goes, Fireball Jutsu versus a Firebend being like punch. I think
also, Aang could just bend the fireball.
That's true.
That is true, yeah. Boruto has elemental like jutsus, but I don't think it works where you control other niggas' shit.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Aang can just
so
straight up.
Boruto will either have to overwhelm him with shadow clones, which I guess he could try.
The other thing
I don't
is,
even think he has
do
to
we
do that.
consider
He just
keys
needs to
in a
attack
similar way
fast.
as bending potential? Because if we do, Aang can just disable
Remove it if it like is the same. And don't call it ki. It's chakra. We're talking about Naruto.
I mean, they're all the same.
Scavenger said if he were to shrink to less than a quarter in real life, it would create a black hole and everyone would die. Within the context of the MCU, he doesn't do that. So
Damn, somebody else saw the future. They said if Giganto doesn't battle Toppo, I'll consider this death battle a failure.
Dang.
So many people were disappointed with the lack of a giant sea monster fighting in this death battle.
They shouldn't have pointed out that they both
They
had
both
giant
had
sea monsters and they not come up. It was a very disappointing death battle.
Percy Jackson versus Aqualad?
Scavenger said, yeah, Boruto can't control others. Aang can, Aang wins.
Yeah, Aang wins.
I mean, if Naruto fights without using elemental chakra, I think.
I mean, even then,
I think
Aang just has 4
Boruto can
elements.
speed blitz Aang. I don't think
Yeah.
Aang's fast enough to
If
dodge a knife.
Naruto's just like, hey, Rasengan, as fast as I can, like possibly like jam this sphere of chakra into your stomach. I'm gonna just.
I don't think he should Rasengan.
You think you just punch him?
I think he should knife him. He has fucking blade. Yeah, and Aang doesn't have a resistance. He's always fighting niggas who use elements. If he fought like someone really fast, just with a, then that's it.
I mean, he's fought people with swords.
He has fought people with
He
swords.
could
I did over exaggerate
Remember
it.
Jet?
I do remember.
Also, he could just go into Avatar state and just really screw over Boruto.
Yeah.
True, if everyone's in their highest form. Well, damn it, Boruto's best form is very good against people in his own universe, but not against Aang. Aang would school the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
It would be like,
I can absorb chakra. I don't use chakra.
Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna energy bend you. You're now a normal person. Oh god, imagine having your chakra blocked forever.
Yeah.
Don't you just die? Like in Naruto, doesn't chakra, isn't that like actually your life force?
Yes and no.
I mean, Neji blocks.
Because when
Oh wait, that's not true. Cause I mean it is, but it isn't.
Yeah.
Because Orochimaru got his shit locked.
Yeah, his
And
arm,
he didn't just
only
die.
His arms
Oh
were basically
right,
dead.
right. It was.
But
only
like
his-
when you can block like your chakra points, you don't just instantly die.
True.
Because then you blocked all Naruto's chakra points, and he was like, "Oh yeah, the fox. I'm up again." God, that fight was such bullshit.
Scavenger said Aang has more years of bullshit behind him, and then he said you can die from 0 chakra, but that's not the same as just
Yeah,
not
like if
being
your
able
chakra
to
gets
use
completely
it.
drained, then your body shuts down.
Right, but
Yeah.
Aang wouldn't deplete him. He would just
Yeah, he
make
would
it.
just-
It's the same as the Neji thing almost.
But
Do
it's
you think
permanent.
Naruto would just Ninetales Fox his way to victory?
I think Avatar
Like you're
state is
saying?
still good, though.
The issue with Avatar State is that Aang, he gets like full mastery, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's like more weak than ever. Like I feel like he glass cannons hella hard. Like if he does get hit, he is fucked.
I think it depends on whether or not Aang would be like end of Avatar: The Last Airbender Aang, or if it would be like adult Aang. Because I feel like Aang.
Adult Aang should just have his shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It probably would be end of Avatar Aang.
Yeah.
It should be end of Avatar, because we don't have adult Boruto. Like we can't give it like a fair,
Yeah.
like both
Yeah.
experience. Yeah.
Then again, like Boruto, like in the the like little prologue when he like has his special eye and
And
like
he
the
has a
village
sword.
got fucked. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that Boruto.
But we don't know what.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of speculation.
Scavenger said, but not from chakra blocks. Yeah.
No, I think Aang would just beat Boruto.
Just straight out? I'm not sure.
A lot of people want to see Maka from Soul Eater and Ruby from Ruby fight because they both have scythes, I guess.
I don't know enough about them.
Soul Eater is.
I've seen 3 volumes of Ruby.
I fucking hate Ruby.
Jesus.
The character. And I'm not a fan of the show either.
Imperious Rex.
So.
Geralt versus Ezio? Geralt from The Witcher, Ezio from fucking
Geralt just
Assassin's Creed?
stomps.
Yeah, I can't wait to sneak up on you and stab you in the fucking
Like, the
chest.
only thing that you can maybe argue is that if Ezio had the Apple of Eden, and even then, no.
What does the Apple of Eden like?
It's basically like a controlling the masses sort of object. It's an ancient artifact made by alien gods.
They named so many feats of Namor, like shit that he can do that he never does in the fight.
Well,
like,
the fights aren't a representation of what they can do. They're entertainment purpose.
I know, but I want to see the stuff. They're like, he can imitate what like the sea creatures can do and shit. And I'm like, oh, that would have been
He
really
does
cool.
one of those. He gets struck by lightning and he like stores lightning inside his body and he shoots it out.
Yeah, they're like mystic formation transforms objects and people. Gosh, why didn't they?
But I don't know enough about Soul Eater to compare to Ruby, but Ruby's not really that good either.
Okay, I'm about to fucking move this.
Like,
oh man, Detective Jet over here.
Yeah, I have to.
I
have to.
I feel like most universes with like superpowered people would beat Ruby. Because all they've got are semblances, which are like one superpower, and then like their aura, which is like a little force field. That's also their life sometimes.
Maka gets a lot of dumb shit later on.
No, I will not
Yeah, he
allow
probably
myself to be
stomped
swayed.
Yeah,
My
she-
doubt
yeah,
and
she'll be
suspicion
like, "Oh,
for
man,
too long
I
I've
found
let it. It is
the
time to
rhythm of your
pause
soul,
and ponder.
and I can just dance to it and not get
And
hit."
then some shit that's too small to read. The thought he forced down, too painful to face. Better to cling to denial.
The fuck? What are these panels? They don't show panels that have anything to do with what they're saying. And he can animate stuff to help him. What is the...
You should do a Raiden versus Black Adam.
Surely banned to
Rated as from
rebel.
Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Shouldn't Raiden from Mortal Kombat... Because I know he has a lot of lore bullshit. Shouldn't he just kind of stop? Black Adam's a comic book character. I mean, I understand
A
where he's
lot of
coming
people
from.
want to see John Wick. I've seen John Wick versus Jason Bourne. I've seen John Wick versus the Punisher. I think John Wick gets touched by the Punisher.
Punisher has dumb I've been in comic book feats, so I don't know. Didn't Punisher recently kill the Marvel Universe? Like, he had his own, like, Deadpool thing. That's a hard wank. I have no idea what the fuck he's talking. They're talking
John
about
Lee
a death
versus
battle.
Ling Xiaoyu. That's interesting.
I used your god's mystic
Tekken, I
talismans,
believe?
the lost treasures of Neptune, to transfer the surely
Comparable?
band of rebel leaders into a force strong enough to topple you, and to make myself over into this thing, more fish than woman. I used your own god's mystic talismans, the lost treasure. What's the difference between the lost treasures of Neptune and the fucking trident?
And before the Lost Treasures of Neptune were like something that we just glossed over.
Okay, time to do some
Jerron,
fucking
you're reading all
investigation.
these suggestions for death battle fights. Who do you want to see fight in death battle?
That's a legitimate question.
Dormammu from Marvel Comics and Nicole Bolas from Magic the Gathering.
That's
Why?
They're basically the same person, like extra dimensional, kind of satanic entities that subjugate and manipulate other lesser beings. Nicole Bolas is a 20,000-year-old elder dragon that's also a planeswalker. Dormammu is like an infinitely, aged, what is it called, Faltine, which are like energy-based wizards. They have a lot of things in common in both personality and abilities, and it would just be interesting to see who can out maneuver who, because Nicole Bolas is really big on I'm gonna want to do this thing in 500 years, so let me set plant seeds for it now. So 500 years from now, it's gonna just be easy, and it'd be interesting to see Dormammu fight somebody kind of similar to him. Because the thing I don't like about Doctor Strange versus Dormammu fights is Doctor Strange is like, oh man, Dormammu is here. If he wanted, Dormammu could take over the world, but I'm Doctor Strange and I'm clever and I'm gonna, do this thing and stop him. And Doctor Strange proceeds to do this thing and stop him. And it's like, Dormammu, if you really wanted to kill Doctor Strange, why not just fucking kill him and be done with it? There's also, speaking of the whole Doctor Strange Dormammu thing, there's a pretty prevalent theory that the only reason Dormammu hasn't killed Doctor Strange is because he needs to get him in the right crisis to persuade Strange to take him as his patron again, so he can shape Doctor Strange into like his successor. Well, like it's like a love-hate relationship thing. And it's kind of weird, but like some of the things that Dormammu says to Doctor Strange sound not so low-key homo. So it might just be like you need to be the next me.
Would you buy a Doctor Strange MCU not MCU, but Marvel encyclopedia? And the more you talked about it, the more I was like, I don't think they've dropped one, because I've been pretty good about keeping up with like official like handbook guides that they drop. And I don't think they have one, like for Doctor Strange. Yeah, for like his comics.
Maybe.
Well, sorry.
Also,
it's not that they don't have one, but like a new one.
Also, according to Google, there is no such thing as Lost Treasures of Neptune.
There's a 2016 one, so they must have come out with one like when the movie came out, which makes sense. I guess when I got into them, this was already out. Also, I don't fuck with Marvel, so I guess I should have known. Nani said, cool. Where's Bangzel and Joe? Greetings and salutations. The scavenger said, Nani stole my catchphrase. Nani desu? Then Nani said, yare yare. And then scavenger said, this is Sparta.
Yare desu.
Let's see.
My problem is I'm trying to figure out people who have similarities to fight.
I still can't believe the name where his last fucking name is Mackenzie. Jesus Christ.
It's an interesting name.
His name or Mackenzie?
Nani said show Bob's or Veg. I don't have Vegeta here, nor do I have someone named Bob. Then Nani said, Nick, tell Joe to show feet. I'm not gonna ask you to show your feet, Matt. Oh, he's a pirate. Foot reveals. Yard. He's a very flexible pirate. Just put his foot right there, right next to the camera. Let's see. Death Battle got me on these wild fucking goose chases.
Here's the other fight.
Damn, when did Namor beat the shit out of fucking Daredevil? Wait, Daredevil's Marvel. Wait, so it's Namor's fault.
What the fuck? Where did you... what were you
just this panel, look. Your boy Daredevil is on the ground. He's like, you can't hurt innocents. Namor's like, bitch, shut up. I'm Namor.
Fair. Weird water-based bipolar. I can't trust anything I learned in that death battle.
But then, even the dauntless will of Daredevil cannot hold back to complete exhaustion. I have fought the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, other superpowered humans, but none has been more courageous than he, the most vulnerable of all. Aw.
Little bitch.
Namor giving Daredevil the street cred.
Mm-hmm.
The most courageous of them all.
You can be put on a respect thread. You got taken down, but you were respected.
Daredevil feet beat on by Namor.
And then complimented.
Just like that Namor feet got beat on by Thanos.
But Thanos didn't go, you're one of the most courageous punching bags I've ever beat on. Nani said, who is better, Bangzel or Matt?
In what?
Who's better?
That is an interesting question. At what?
Who's better? You didn't ask for a specific, you just asked who's better. Who do you like more, Jen?
Who do I like more?
That's basically what the question boils down.
Then Nani said, Matt Joe. let's see. I don't rate friends in that way. I think the biggest contributing factor when I think about like friends versus best friends is time spent, like how much time you spend with like each person, right? I'd say time spent. I've spent more time with Matt. We used to have like very regular, just like me and him one-on-one hangouts. Those have now become hanging out with Gerard and Matt at the same time. But I would say when it comes to hanging out with more, I've hung out more with Matt than I have with Gerard.
Time shouldn't be the only factor for best friendhood.
I feel like that mattered because you wouldn't be able to hang out with like someone that you don't really fuck with like all the time.
No, but at the same time, you can't just say, "Oh,
So,
time."
the background to name more beating the shit out of Daredevil. Daredevil went to the surface world and decided to fight the surface dwellers on their own terms. So he tried to hire Matt Murdock to sue the surface world.
To sue
the surface world.
Also, when it comes to best quality time though, I would have to say I spent like a whole winter with like Gerard and we hung out and it was like a lot of like
Yeah,
Jed, you
yeah.
could have visited me in your dream in Florida, but you didn't.
Damn.
I mean,
Feels bad.
I thought Brett was an interesting choice for my dream because I haven't hung out with Brett that much, so it was interesting.
So is
that
Brett your real best friend?
your subconscious was like, "Where's the Brett?" So we need more of the Brett.
Also, I love how you're like, after the vlog, I've got to go to bed, and then you're like, oh, but I got to do laundry, and we're
I
gonna
do
do
have
the,
to do
we're gonna do the vlog for way past 1 because we never do things on time.
He said, Joe or Bangzel, rate them as in looks.
I don't look good at all.
Damn.
Matt with the self shit.
Matt has a self-esteem of 1.
I think red hair looks cool. I'm gonna give Matt the point on hair. Gerard on facial hair though takes the W.
I mean, facial hair is not that great.
I like Gerard's like beard mustache combo. Not to say that your mustache is bad. I think it's interesting when you grow your hair out more, but you don't.
That's because it's raggedy and it looks bad, and that's
In
not a
terms
good
of
scale factor.
Clothing, I gotta give it to your boy Matt. I actually like your selection of novelty T-shirts. I am also a connoisseur. I just haven't seen Gerard in as many novelty T-shirts. Doesn't necessarily seem to be his style. Pants. This is a conflict. I don't really fuck with like sweatpants, right?
I don't always wear sweatpants.
You don't always wear sweatpants. That's true.
It's normally jeans.
But I definitely don't fuck with shorts. 100%.
Where was the conflict? Where was the conflict?
Because I don't fuck with sweatpants. either.
You're wearing jeans.
Yeah, you're wearing shorts. I don't fuck with shorts.
What's the name they give the power of to anime stuff? It was
Mystic Formation or whatever.
Mystic Formation.
It's fucking stupid.
Shorts are just comfier to wear. And they're not as hot.
Oh, also, I'm most excited for Avengers Endgame, least excited for Dark Phoenix. Scavenger said, talk to you later. I'm sick and I need sleep. Have a wonderful night.
You don't want to watch Phoenix gain 5 meter and then die?
Nani said, girls like facial hair. And then he said, Matt has a porn star mustache. His words, not mine.
Nani has seen Matt's face?
No.
Oh man, maybe he has.
He'd have to do some research if he wants to see the face.
I like that he has to do some research line.
It would boost the watch time of Jet's streams and he could make revenue.
People have taken that Mystic Formation thing from the wiki and put that shit everywhere. I'm tired of fucking seeing it.
Transformed objects,
And it's word for word.
and even the wilder to any desired form with added.
What if the wiki stole it from everyone else?
Then Nani said, I saw some angles
Oh, you've been seeing that.
But he hasn't
from
seen it
some
all.
angles.
So he doesn't.
He hasn't seen it all.
So
What does that classify? Oh, and your shoe game. Nigga still. Oh, he's wearing shoes where I sleep, man. Cause he put him on thinking he was gonna leave, and then he just sat. That's where I put my head.
Yeah, just.
Matt, what are
just
you
flip
doing?
your body around.
Just don't wear your shoes over.
Also,
Let's see. I like.
It's
black
a
and
floor,
red
Jet.
colors.
Why do you sleep on the floor?
Cause you know I.
you
sleep
can't
there.
do this, Jet. I'm not currently wearing good shoes.
What? I shouldn't rate the Adidas?
I mean, you can, but you know, I'd rather be in the Timbs if I'm going to be rated on.
I mean, even with the Timbs, I'd probably have to give it to Matt. I'm a more sneaker guy, and I like the colors black, red, and white, and he has like all three of them on his shoes. Do you have like black, white, and white Timbs?
No.
See, I mean, you're just at a disadvantage color-wise.
Namor versus Spider-Man versus Wonder Woman versus Batman versus Batman. Hello.
Do you feel weird about the Batman inclusion? Because he just doesn't have powers, and he's against a whole bunch of people that are way better than him. That's most Batman fights.
I mean, Batman wins a lot of those fights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Batman at peak performance versus Namor and Atlantean human hybrid. Or probably something more as a son of Poseidon. No peak humans or even low and mid-level metahumans may defeat the demigod of the oceans. Imperious Rex. Interesting.
Is Imperious Rex just something Namor says?
Yeah. It's like his battle cry.
Interesting. I hate Mystic Formation because it's not a real power. I'm very upset. Then Nani said, is Matt shy?
Matt's very shy.
Yeah.
He's a delicate flower.
But
oh shit!
I guess Matt won the appearance thing because he got head hair, novelty shirts. Well, red hair is what I should say. Red hair, novelty shirts. You got those shoes. Wait, how many points did Gerard get? Facial hair.
We tied.
Pants. No, I don't think you guys tied.
We didn't tie right. No. Wait, yes.
Why are you
Also,
confused?
how can Matt win in shoes while he has his shoes on where you sleep?
I mean, I'm not saying they don't look good. I just wish they weren't where I sleep. If a nigga's like stomping on my couch with his shoes don't look less good because they're stomping on my couch. Even if I prefer him not do that. You know what I mean?
God damn.
Also, when you don't judge
Superhero
the actual
database.
and you just
So people vote on who they think is the winner of these battles. So I'm saying.
I'm aware. Yeah.
Namor versus Black Panther. Your boy Namor so far has 12 votes to 0.
Whoa! No one voted for Black Panther.
Not a one.
Black Panther's pretty powerful. Why did no one fuck with Black Panther?
I guess Namor's the first mutant.
Let's see. Namor versus Iron Man. First should be interesting.
What?
This should be interesting. That's
What armor does Iron Man get? Does he get
All of
5 to 5? They're tied.
Does he get an anti-Namor armor? Which probably exists. Time to Google.
I don't think he'd have something that specific.
Nigga, why are you lying? He has Hulkbuster is all about.
I mean,
having
Hulk's actually a threat.
Also,
You don't think Namor's a
Bruce
threat?
Banner help design the Hulkbuster armor?
Mm-hmm.
You think
Well,
Namor
he did
should
in
walk
the
into
movie.
the Stark Industries and be like, "Yo, I think we need to have some Namor Buster armor." Probably would.
Buster.
He'd be upset that
He would
Namor
even-
versus Wonder Woman.
I think Iron Man has a Thor Buster suit.
Yikes! Namor versus Wonder Woman. The score is 2 to 16.
Who has the 16th?
Wonder Woman.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
God
Nani
damn!
said, "What would we do without Nick?"
Look at her stats in the power.
Superhero DB. Yeah.
Yeah.
Superhero DB
Yikes.
does some interesting winks. I used to do a fantasy football kind of thing with the
Wait a
Hannahs
minute.
using
Shrimp?
that site.
Isn't power? Is power energy projection?
Does it have an energy projection thing?
No, there's
Then probably-
intelligence, strength, speed, durability, power, combat.
Is that actually the exact same scale as Marvel, except power is what's replaced energy projection? Because all those other things seem like
Yes,
is fighting skill there? They call it combat.
they call it combat.
Yeah, I think it's the same
Why
scale,
the
and
fuck
then they
does
do
she
it
have both?
0 to 100.
But what energy does she project?
Lassos of
I
truth.
wish DC had its own scale.
I don't. Wonder Woman doesn't energy anything.
She deflects energy.
Why does she have a 100 in power? I don't understand.
I have to look back at the encyclopedia. Because Wonder Woman does do extra stuff.
Namor versus Shazam. Let's see here. Who do you think gets this one, Jet?
Namor versus Shazam?
Shazam?
Shazam should goot the fuck out of him.
Yeah, 11 to 0. Damn.
A matter of fact, Shazam had a power that I really liked, but he never uses it. And I can't remember what it was. I read the whole New 52 run of Shazam, and I was like, oh, he should just win for XYZ reason, and I don't remember what it was.
Shazam have a rating of 24.
Shazam's pretty good. I can't remember what it was. I read New 52 Shazam, and I was like, damn, he can do that? He should just win his fights. Oh, I remember. New 52 Shazam. He can use the word Shazam as a generic magic word, and anything that he says afterwards just happens.
What?
Shazam!
Yes. Wait, what'd you say?
Shazam Bolt.
Shazam Bolt? That seems like a very weak use of whatever.
Shazam Kryptonite.
Shazam, I win. Shazam, like, you know, because he learns that he can use Shazam as a magic word, and then he goes, oh.
So how do magic words work? Oh, well, you say what you want to say. Oh, I see.
He goes up to an ATM, and he goes, Shazam money, and it just shoots money at him, and he's like, oh, shit. And I was like, what?
I mean,
so is it literally whatever he wants, or is it like a certain level?
I think he abracadabras it.
It sounds like a certain level of, what's that power called?
Reality manipulation?
Yeah, it's one of Dormammu's main powers, dimensional influence or something like that. Oh, you can look at different Batmans.
Yeah, they have different versions.
Yo, how does Thomas Wayne Farragut's name or Mackenzie?
Why is that? Thomas Wayne's not doing shit. But the Shazam magic word thing is really cool. Apparently there are limits to what Shazam's able to do. Because when he gave powers to Tiger, Black Adam's like, oh, you abused your power, and then it like backfired, but I don't know why.
Because the
he abused his
what's
power.
his name? What's the old man who gave Shazam his power?
Shazam.
The
The
old
wizard
man?
Shazam.
The wizard.
Yes, his name is Shazam, and that's the name that Billy Batson gets.
Is the wizard not the one who's like has like the divine authority to pass on Shazam?
He already passed it on to Billy, though. Billy is like the right.
But the wizard's the one who always picks the Shazams.
Yeah, he picked Billy.
That's what I'm saying. The wizard bestows the power. You can't be like, oh man, I just got my fucking badge. Let me give my badge to somebody else. Hey, you're a cop now, Jet.
So for whatever reason, one of Shazam's abilities are like he can share it with someone that he like loves. Like if it's like a family thing.
That sounds like that's so fucking lame sounding.
And he gives his powers to each of his adopted siblings, but they all get an extra thing that he doesn't have.
So
and
I
didn't understand it. Yeah, they're all better than him. And that confused the fuck out of me. Except the girl, I think she has the same power as him. And his friend who's in a wheelchair, his extra power is that he's not crippled. I fucking love that. So Billy doesn't get that one.
My favorite part,
fucking uncripple and uncripple.
In the Flashpoint paradox, the whole movie was like, oh man, this is so gritty because it's the future. Flash, you fucked up the future. And then it was like, oh man, Shazam's fighting Wonder Woman. Oh man, Wonder Woman forced Shazam to defuse. And it was like, hey, you want to see how dark and gritty this is? Wonder Woman's about to kill all those fucking orphans. And then she does.
What I thought was stupid about Shazam and Flashpoint is instead of all of them being Shazams with their own powers, they fuse into a I'm like, that's worse. Why did Flash?
There should be so many more Shazams.
Yeah. One Shazam, there's like an Asian kid. He, I think, got the best fucking power.
Which is?
He can talk to technology and it just does what he says.
But you can just Shazam technology.
But
and then make it do what you want.
But Cyborg exists.
And yeah, Cyborg does also exist.
But I mean, he has all the powers of Shazam, and he can do that.
But what if technology gives him a virus?
Can he cuck Cyborg?
I don't think so.
You don't think if he told Cyborg's tech half to do something?
Cyborg would laugh at him and blast him in the fucking face.
I mean, he just has to say, Shazam, stop Cyborg.
And then Cyborg just like takes that cut.
Shazam's fucking nanomachines would be like, oh, new program learned, Shazam. And then Cyborg would be like, Shazam, Shazam.
That is one of Cyborg's best powers. Is like, even in the comics, they always are like, he's constantly adapting and gaining new functions.
Shazam update. Update complete.
Gosh.
Shazam interface unlocked.
Cyborg is hacks. I think the only way to really beat Cyborg, it's possible to turn his cybernetics off.
Or Superman.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, just throw Superman at him.
Why does that matter?
Because Superman's just good.
Cyborg can not only regenerate, but resurrect. So if he dies, he comes back.
Would Cyborg be able to put down Superman in a fight?
With his bullshit adaptation and access to the grid, I think yeah. The grid.
I'm gonna download some kryptonite into you, my dude.
Gosh. The grid is a database that has like all of the metahumans that are known in it, and it automatically fills Cyborg in on like what your powers are and what your weaknesses are, and like how.
I think everybody in DC knows what Superman's powers and weaknesses are.
I mean, true, but I mean, Cyborg has like instant access to it, and then he has access to all the computers on Earth. So he can be like, okay, supercomputers, you have the. I'm giving you the grid information. What do I need to do?
Hey, Amazon, can I order 10 pounds of kryptonite? I just ship it here to me. I'm fighting Superman in Metro City.
Yeah, I can wait a day.
Oh, I forgot. Cyborg also can pocket dimension, which I think is one of the coolest fucking Cyborg powers.
Is this related to or unrelated to his like? Because in the Justice League War movie, he was like, "Oh shit, boom tubes are great.
Right.
I can just boom tube now."
Right.
Is it the same thing?
So he can make a boom tube in a boom tube, and it creates an alternate space. He learned that when Aquaman from the future came back in time with Cyborg's abilities and like a Black Lantern ring or some shit.
What the
And then he trapped them in an alternate dimension. And Cyborg's like, I didn't even know I could do that.
Aquaman, as the sentence progressed, Aquaman got more and more scary. Yeah. He's Aquaman, but he's also a Black Lantern, and he has Cyberman's stick. A Cyborg's stick.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
So what happened is that Aquaman in the future like killed his wife or something like that, and then his daughter was like, "The fuck? Did you kill my mom?" It was some shit like that. He either killed his wife, or he beat his wife, or he left his wife to die. It was some shit like that.
Or he slept with Wonder Woman.
His wife's actually alive.
And then his wife confronted Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman was like, "Bitch."
Nah, it's not.
Fucking Justice League war. I'm from Flashpoint, not war. I mean, it was a war, but Flashpoint.
There was
well, like that sequence of like montage events was hilarious. It's like, oh man, Aquaman and Wonder Woman having an affair, and then what's her name? Mira? Was that Aquaman's?
Yeah, Aquaman's wife? Yeah, that's Mira.
And then Mira's like, bitch, and then Wonder Woman's like, I guess I kill you now.
Oh,
and it just happened. Like
Mira, by the way, could dunk on Wonder Woman.
Really?
Yeah. So Mira, not too long ago, like in recent comics,
before Flashpoint. So before Flashpoint,
after Flashpoint.
That's what I'm saying. Like
well, true. I mean, I don't know what she was like
before.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Explain your feet.
But in recent Justice League history, Mira was just pissed, and she makes this giant tidal wave. Not because she's trying to do anything in particular. She's just upset. And the whole Justice League are like, if that tidal wave hits, everybody's fucked. We gotta go and we gotta stop the tidal wave. And they come in to stop the tidal wave, and Mira's just pissed. So they're there. And then Mira just whoops everybody's ass. This is the Justice League. She's just whooping just for no reason.
Like barehanded, just.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's using her powers too. So she's like making water constructs and shit. The Green Lanterns are like, oh, we gotta stop her. And she puts water between the ring and their finger and makes the rings come off and just dicks the green. There are 2 Green Lanterns on the Justice League at this time. She beats both of them. It is fucking crazy.
But does she beat Superman?
She beats all of them because Batman later is like, how did you know how to whoop all our asses? And Mira's like, I didn't know shit. I was just mad, and y'all niggas. I have never met any. Like it's one of those things.
Also, Matt, if somebody's at a certain degree of power and their powers are magically focused,
I know.
You can
I
assume,
know Superman can't. With magic.
You can assume that they can beat, or they can at least fight Superman. Because I know Black Adam.
I just
can,
don't
like,
know
hurt
to what
Superman,
extent Atlantean stuff is considered magic.
A magnitude stronger than him.
I just don't know to what extent.
That was really interesting, like the DC online
Universe
game.
Online.
Yeah, where Black Adam's fighting Superman. Superman is like, hey, I'm not actually trying, but I guess I can. And then Black Adam's like, oh shit.
I mean, the thing is that I just don't necessarily know to what extent Atlantean stuff is considered magic, because normally magic stuff in DC is specifically called magic.
Well, like mystic arcane arts.
Yeah.
DC 1 million, I think, is not canon. I thought about it. In Superman issue number 1000, they show Superman getting ready to, like, die.
Getting ready to die?
Yeah, so it's more or less a thing where it's
like of old age?
Not even. It's like, man, it seems like...
Let me ingest the kryptonite real fast.
It's like mankind is like gone past everything, and Lois Lane's essentially immortal now due to like technology, and nobody lives on Earth anymore, and the sun is like at the point where it's about to expand and consume the Earth, and I think I'm just gonna like go out with this. I'm gonna go to like where Kent Farm was. It's been
And
forever.
just sit there.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna like take that L. I feel like I've done enough.
I could save the world, but
It's not like my love is still alive or anything like that.
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting. Because Superman never has to make that choice if he doesn't want to.
Can you imagine, like, a teacher being like, every day you skip class, that's like Superman saying, I'm not gonna save the world today. I'm gonna sit where King Farm used to be and let the world blow up. That sounds like a teacher lecture is what that sounds like.
Yo, Unknown Slayer, welcome to the stream.
Jed, are you gonna be a teacher and pull that lecture on to people?
Pull that lecture? I mean, if I was to teach anything, I think it would have to be like a comic book based thing. I think that's where I have.
Oh, your
the
writing's
most
bad.
knowledge.
Damn.
For shame, Matt, who does not read.
Give me your free book.
Oh, I still haven't done the 1,000.
You're never gonna do the
giveaway.
1,000.
People never bring it up during
You're
streams.
past
It's being brought up right
subscribers.
now.
It shouldn't have to be
Sure.
brought up as a painful thing. You should just do it because,
Oh,
oh,
no,
man, I
no.
love my audience.
Monday, giveaway.
Monday?
Monday.
Saturday?
Monday.
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 Okay.
Confirmed. He said it straight. He said it.
If he doesn't do it, rob him.
Yeah.
The fuck?
if he doesn't do it, every subscriber gets a free book.
I could do that. That's actually probably easier. Not gonna lie. Yeah.
And before Jet purposely just doesn't do it Monday, so Tuesday, well, here we go.
Guys, free
books.
Thank you
Free-
guys
yeah.
for being
Free Golden
subscribers.
Day.
Yeah.
Unknown Slayer. If you're still on, 3 questions. How's your day? You got any discussion topics for the stream? And do you have any questions for your boy? Fuck Death Battle Namor. He should just win.
I really am curious what they're going to do.
What if it? So if the ability to animate things doesn't exist, should he still win?
I don't think so.
Okay.
That's just a really good ass power. Red Tornado is my favorite comic book character of all time, and he's taken such a fucking shaft. I'm so pissed.
What happened to him? Also, what does he do?
So
He summons tornadoes.
what makes Red Tornado such a fucking badass is that he's actually this guy who has a weird name I don't remember.
Favorite hero doesn't remember name.
It's because he used to be the Tornado Tyrant, but he's like actually an air elemental, and he has one of those illusion powers that's not actually illusion, similar to Dr. Psycho, where it's like, I make illusions, but they're pretty much just real, and they do exactly what the real thing is. And the Tornado Tyrant has crazy fucking feats. I'm talking about, like, he travels way out into outer space to, like, the other side of the universe, and he makes a recreation of the Earth. And every living being on that Earth he shares consciousness with, and he pretends to be everyone on Earth, including the Justice League. And the Justice League on Earth have all of their powers, and he fights crime on that Earth pretending to be the Justice League until an alternate personality of himself that believes that evil can prevail becomes a supervillain that dicks the Justice League, which is him, and then he goes, damn, I don't know how to beat myself, I gotta go back to normal Earth.
He's an android created by Professor T.O. Morrow.
He's like, I gotta go back to Earth, and I gotta, like, create me, the bad me that I'm fighting, and then have it fight the real Justice League, and then see how they can beat it. And then they do the exact same shit that he did, which shows not only can he imitate their powers, but also their strategy, except for one thing that's done differently. Green Lantern can make anti-energy, which is essentially antimatter, and he shoots the evil Tornado Tyrant. And the Tornado Tyrant goes, fuck, I can't do that, because I'm made of matter. And if I... he's like, if I do that, I just fucking die. So I gotta figure out something else. So he, as the Justice League, calculates the exact amount of power needed in a coordinated strike to hit himself, to send himself to the antimatter universe, and all the members of the Justice League hit him at the same, and they boom, the antimatter, and he saves the day. That nigga eventually gets put into an android and loses his memory, so he forgets that he's like this crazy air elemental, and then in the 90s remembers that he's an air elemental and never does any of his cool shit, and I'm pissed. Because he should be like the best nigga in his run where he doesn't use his air elemental powers. Like he doesn't remember. He fights this dude who's one of the most powerful DC Earth villains, I think. I again can't remember his name. Sorry. But his power is that he can control every living being, every machine, and the weather on Earth. And fuck? Red Tornado fought and defeated that nigga without using the powerful illusion bullshit. Come on.
In an android body.
Come on. In an android body. Only doing normal wind shit. Not even all four elements. Essentially fought the
Earth.
Earth.
Elemental name is Ulthum.
Yes, thank you. Ulthum. Ulthum's godly. Literally.
Confronted Ron's adopted champion, Adam Strange.
Who beats him?
Who
I was
subsequently defeated twice.
Yes.
The second time though with the Justice League.
It seems like a lot of DC is like, oh man, this guy's pretty cool. He can beat.
Is the guy you were talking about Aquarius Jet? Guy who can control stuff and stuff? Not Aquarius?
Not Aquarius.
It's not the Iron Hand either.
Nani said, "What's good, bro?" Yo, Nani, welcome back.
Like it seems
Is
like
it the Construct?
Yes.
Oh.
It is the Construct.
It's just like
I was just shooting in the dark. There's like 6 names on here.
Yeah.
like it's just superhero things just tend to be, oh man, this guy's really cool and he
The
does a lot of
Construct
overpowered
powers.
stuff. Oh wow.
Electronic
He gets
control.
stomped by an
The
overpowered.
Construct's
Oh wow,
electronic
that guy
mind
gets
is
stomped
capable
by
of
a
possessing any electronic
wow.
machine on Earth. The Construct's electronic mind is capable of possessing a human mind while dominating the electric pulses of the mind. Superhuman strength, superhuman durability.
He also controls the weather. I'm not sure if it mentions that.
It's not.
He does. I read the series. I have read every Red Tornado run that has ever existed. I don't fuck with New 52 Red Tornado. They're like, what if Red Tornado wasn't on Earth 1? What if he was on Earth 2 and he's Lois Lane? And I was like, get the fuck out of here. What are we watching? What is this? So I was not a fan of
What if
that.
it was Lois Lane? That's a pretty important question, Jet. How does Red Tornado sexually involve?
So is New 52 Superman's kid also Red Tornado's kid?
No. Earth 2 Lois Lane is Red Tornado.
Not Earth
What's
1.
Earth 2 Superman doing? Not fucking Lois Lane?
Earth 2 Superman's dead. Yeah.
Who killed Earth 2 Superman?
Darkseid.
Oh.
Darkseid killed the Justice League on Earth 2. That's
And
like,
he left.
It just left Lois Lane alive.
Lois Lane's a fucking android. I don't know what you're
But
talking
she's
about.
Superman's beloved.
How did he leave the Earth alive?
So Darkseid did like this huge invasion. His invasion forces stopped, but the Justice League sacrificed their life. And Darkseid's like, nigga, I'll be back. And Earth 2 is about the next generation of superheroes after the Justice League.
And Lois Lane.
But Lois Lane's still alive.
And she's Red Tornado.
And she's Red Tornado. Is she old?
I don't know because she's Red Tornado. She's like a robot. I don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she's an android named Lois Lane who's also a Red Tornado.
Right.
Was she Lois Lane before she became an android?
I didn't
Was
read.
she androided into being? Why don't you know this shit?
I didn't read Earth 2 because it was stupid. I read like the first volume of Earth 2. And the first volume was okay. I hated how they did Green Lantern. It was so fucking gross.
What did you do to Green Lantern?
Real quick, Nani said, "It's your friend, your host, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only." He did a sign out for me. No, I'm not signing.
I mean, you might as well.
So, Green Lantern, why he was fucking gross. Earth 2 Green Lantern is Alan Scott. Alan Scott was the original Green Lantern from, like, forever ago. But they, like, of course, are rebooting him as New 52 as Earth 2. We can play with him.
Sure.
So they're like, Alan Scott's gay. I'm like, fine. I'm fine with that.
Nothing wrong.
They're like, Alan Scott's gay, and he's, like, getting engaged to this dude, and they're, like, madly in love, and the dude's, like, a billionaire. I'm like, okay, cool. Human, this is, like, the first issue. So they're just throwing this all at you at once, and it's like, oh, and they're madly in love. I'm like, cool. I guess we're gonna learn more about their relationship as it goes. Oh, you don't know they're engaged at first. Sorry. They go, he's gay. Then they go like, here's his boyfriend. He's rich. Cool. Then his boyfriend is like, will you marry me? And it's like, oh, they're getting married. Okay, cool. A lot's happened. It's fucking issue 1. Let's go. So then they get on a plane ride, and then his fiance like died. And I'm like, what? What the fuck?
What was the point?
Okay, and then the Green Lantern's like, crush. He's like, no, my fiance's fucking dead. And then the Earth itself, the green. You remember, DC splits its like natures into like colors.
Sure.
The green possesses the engagement ring, and that's the Green Lantern ring. And he's like, I gotta fight, cause my fucking fiance that you didn't get to meet, he was in 2 panels of the book, died, and I'm gonna be really upset about my fiance for the whole series.
So you're saying the Red Tornado book was actually
Why
about
is he a Green Lantern, not a Red Lantern, if he's fueled by his literal rage?
Because in this universe, they don't even do the spectrum thing. It's like the different colors are the different forces of Earth, not of like the Lantern spectrum. John Nee said, hello. Yo, Johnny. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. 3 questions for you. How's your day today? Do you have any discussion topics for the stream? Do you have any questions for your boy?
So the green is no longer part of the spectrum.
No. It's not that it's no longer part of the
It's just
spectrum.
ring colors don't exist.
The color spectrum of Earth is different from the emotional spectrum, but Earth 2 never fucks with emotional spectrum lanterns. None of those, that's like not even a thing. Because Earth 2 is like another
fuels
universe.
The Green Lantern then?
The green is not the same as
What is the
willpower.
green? Explain the green to me.
It's nature. So like the planet Earth itself and like plant life.
Your boy's a superhero, a droid is what I'm hearing?
He's a druid who makes constructs. Swamp Thing is powered by the green and like normal continuity.
He's a druid that makes constructs.
Beast Boy is green, but he's connected to the red because the red is connected to animals, and even though animals are nature.
Stop! Stop!
Animal Man's also connected to the red. Solomon Grundy, at least in Earth 2, is connected to the gray, which is like death and shit. You know, like Black Lantern, but not.
Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday.
Christened on a Tuesday, married on a Wednesday, died on a Thursday, buried on a Friday, I think, or some shit.
I thought you were gonna do the whole week, and then you fucked it, Jack.
I don't remember the
I thought you were
fucking
gonna do
story.
the whole week, and then you fucked it.
I only know some of it from the Arkham thing. Then Nani said, kill him. But Earth 2's Flash was interesting. It was the fastest a comic book's ever made me think someone was a loser. The Flash is like met by Hermes, right?
Uh-huh.
And Hermes is like, nigga, you are me now. Your speed comes cause you're now a god. And then it's like, what? And then like now he has super speed. I'm like, oh, that's cool as fuck. And Flash's girlfriend is like, fuck you, don't care about you. And Flash is like, can we make it work? And she's like, no, fuck you, bye, don't care about you at all. You're actually not shit. I never cared about you. And she like fucks off. And the Flash is like, man, I must really suck. And like all regards. And then when he runs up on other superheroes, they're like, who's this fucking goober here with like speed power? Like no one takes him seriously. His girl left him. He didn't get any training for his power.
Something
he just
tells me
has
the writer of Red Tornado did not like the Flash.
Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday, christened on Tuesday, married on Wednesday.
Got it?
Took ill on Thursday.
Damn it.
Grew
I was
worse
off by
on
once.
Friday.
I know I was off by 2.
Died on Saturday.
He died on Saturday.
Born on a Sunday.
Damn it.
I'm sorry, buried on a Sunday.
Yeah, I was off hella hard. I didn't know that he had stages to death.
Yeah.
Yeah. Johnny said, I enter your dreams easily.
Johnny!
I see you all the time, and I'm seeing you now. Then Johnny said, I can't get rid of you. Nani said, so basically I'm a monkey. Then he said, stop appearing in my dreams. Oh, I gooed him.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah. Married on a Wednesday, took ill on Thursday, grew worse on Friday, died on Saturday, buried on Sunday. This is the end of Solomon Grundy.
Oh, wait, what? When did he die on that one?
Died on Saturday.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
The only encyclopedia thing that I've like held in my hands and said I'm not gonna buy it is the fucking Batman Arkham one. I was really tempted, and I flipped through it, and it just has huge fucking pictures. Like it takes up a lot of the book not to have info, and I was like, oh, that's
art book.
Well,
so
yeah, some people like
fucking
the
lame.
art. Some people like the art.
But it's like the official guidebook to like Arkham Asylum, and it's supposed to go over all the Arkham games and the characters and their stories. And I feel like it padded too
There's
much.
a long version of the Solomon Grundy nursery rhyme.
Interesting, except not too like I'm not
I'm pretty
super
Let's
interested.
see here.
Oh, another Earth 2 fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
Power Girl and Huntress in the New 52
They're the
are
same
both
person.
just from like Earth 2. Like instead of us having versions of them, they're like, fuck it. They left Earth 2 and they now live in our continent, and that's where they come from. I
So
thought that was really
is
weird.
Power Girl just like the Earth 2 version of
Like
Power?
Supergirl?
Yeah.
I believe so. And then Huntress is straight up like Batman and Catwoman on Earth 2 fucked and had a kid. And
what's
now
that?
that kid is just on Earth 2 and is an adult. And she meets Damien. And they have like a whole like brother, sister, don't tell dad thing. It was kind of interesting.
Huh.
Pretty sure Huntress eats a dick and dies though.
Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday.
So Jed, this
Richard
stream
on a
has
stark
been
and
on
stormy
2
Tuesday.
hours. We could watch Shield Hero and then leave, and then you can do all your.
Married on a gray and grizzly Wednesday. Took ill on a mild and mellow Thursday.
Adding
Grew
adjectives.
worse on a bright and breezy Friday. Died on a gray and glorious
You
Saturday.
get the weather report.
Buried on a baking, blistering Sunday. That was the end of Solomon Grundy.
This guy knows he's in the multiverse.
Johnny said this guy is like Neo except black on the other side. Then Nani said, Nick, what if you had the power to whip and destroy the universe? I think I would refrain from whipping.
He wouldn't have said nothing.
What if you accidentally whipped?
Oh gosh. See, it's a good thing I don't have a whip. Then Johnny said, this guy knows he's in the multiverse. You right. Constantine leaves a whole bunch of people to die on Earth
Seems
2.
that's what a Constantine would do.
Yeah, it gets attacked by Darkseid. And then Earth 2 Constantine is like...
So Constantine gets attacked by Darkseid. It doesn't immediately die.
No, Earth 2 gets attacked by Darkseid.
Oh.
And Constantine, like, knows it's coming, and he's like, fuck, gotta do a spell. But it's Earth, like, our Earth Constantine on Earth 2. And Earth 2 Constantine is like, what the fuck are you doing? And then Constantine's like, saving all of our asses. And then Earth 2 Constantine is like, you selfish prick. And Constantine's like, I don't know why you're so nice. It's more or less the, like, struggle. But I thought that was really interesting. Because Constantine more or less just is chastised by his friends and family, but they aren't actually his. That the other universe's one. And he's like, just please calm the fuck down. You all would have died. But it was interesting. He straight up leaves people to die, though. Like, other people he could have also saved, he's like, no, fuck them. This is not gonna do it.
Constantine's the chaotic neutral magical hero.
Constantine recently did a little bitch moment. He was in Justice League Dark, and he got his demon blood removed. And, the fucking goddess of magic, or whatever, it was really stupid. But Zatanna's like, Constantine, why are you acting like a little bitch? And he's like, I got my demon blood removed, and I have cancer, I'm gonna fucking die. And Zatanna's like, that means you gotta be a little bitch. And then Constantine's like, I'm not very magical anymore. I got demon blood removed, I'm just gonna die. And then Zatanna's like, well, I mean, we have to fight this possessed Wonder Woman or whatever.
So let me just give you back your demon blood real fast.
And then Constantine is like, well, I am an exorcist, I guess. And then he exorcises Wonder Woman and, like, saves the day. And it's like, stop being a
And
little
then he dies of
bitch.
cancer.
No, I don't think Constantine will ever die from cancer. One of my favorite Constantine storylines is the fact that, like, he had a whole plot where he was going to die of cancer. And he just has made so many deals with demons that he can't actually die. Because if he was to go to hell, there would be a war over his soul.
The cancer's like, all right, time to make this tumor. And the demon's like, stop it. No, you stop it. Get in line, bub.
So I don't get the whole demon blood thing. I don't like him not having it anymore. Because he should still have all those demons.
Was he just afraid of being a regular person?
Maybe. I don't know. The most powerful Constantine we've ever seen, he temporarily stole Shazam's powers. He, like, tricked him.
Uh-huh.
But
Shazam's demon blood.
it actually hurt Constantine to be Shazam, like because he like wasn't worthy and he had to like give that shit up.
Because he wasn't worthy, it hurt him. Like a constant pain, or like every now and then he gets struck by.
He wasn't
lightning?
proficient
Like
in Shazam's
constant-
powers.
Jesus.
Yeah. Johnny said,
Johnny.
this guy is not trolling. Repeat, not a troll. Treat him seriously. And then he said, katakana, man with a plan. Isn't katakana just like... No, I'm thinking about kanji. What the fuck?
Katakana is also
The Japanese.
Oh, it's
language.
also
Yes.
like the...
I believe kanji was based more around Chinese,
Yeah,
whereas katakana,
kanji is just stolen Chinese characters.
and then katakana was like what Japanese decided was creative.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. Brain was firing, but not in the right direction. Best Superman power is probably Superman Vision. It's pretty good.
I'm a fan of super strength.
Your friend is what a basic power though.
He rubbed his hands together and canceled out a black hole.
My favorite power.
Can he see through a black hole and make it stop? I don't think so. Your boy can. Gone.
I mean,
you can't tell me that that's not ridiculous enough to be cool.
my favorite power is when Superman can fly around the Earth and travel back in time.
That's just a movie thing. In the comic books, old comic books where Superman traveled through time, he just flies so fast that dates fly by. It's not even around the Earth. He just goes out in space. Suddenly it's 1992.
The dates fly by.
Yeah. Yeah, he said, cool,
I mean, that's just
another
a
4 Honor
that's
with
just a
Nickabenson.
better version of it then. So I would take that.
Well, the movie made it stupid. The movie has Superman do shit like take the S off his chest and becomes like this weird plastic that captures
movie?
General Zod and shit. The second one. And there's like a movie where the Great Wall of China breaks and Superman looks at the Great Wall of China and the bricks like fix themselves. And I don't know what's happening. So I think the movies just took liberties. They just kind of did whatever the fuck it wanted. But I think Superman Vision is the coolest Superman power you'll never really see. It only activates when he's under a blue sun, which means if he just had a suit that irradiated him with blue sun radiation, he could just do it all the time. But of course, Superman doesn't actually try to be better. But it's a vision where he can shoot you and be like, you now have Superman powers temporarily, but when they run out, your body can't handle it and you'll die.
Why would Superman ever do it to anyone?
I think it would actually be worth it.
Superman wouldn't want to kill people.
Which is true. That actually I'm fine with, Superman not killing people. But a Superman who does kill people, no excuse.
I mean,
I'm
then
gonna
he has
give
to
you
contend
Superman
with-
powers for 1 second, bitch.
It's not like that. He doesn't get to pick, but it would
But then
be
you have
How
to
does
contend
he-
with Superman.
Moderate how long their powers last.
There is no.
I'm gonna give you 1 minute of power.
I think he just shoots it once, and then you have like a set time. It might have to do with what kind of creature you already were.
I mean, here's the problem, Jeff. Then you have
I'm gonna give Superman powers to this spider.
That sounds oddly scary.
Spider flying, faster than a speeding bullet. Yeah.
Wait, you guys weren't here when I talked about the Green Lantern issue number 3.
No.
I think I mentioned it to you guys while you were at Collins. But at one point, there's this demon guy who bought the entire Earth in an auction.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this guy, and he was like, "Hey Earth, you guys want to have 100 years of peace and I eat you?" And they were like, "Yeah, that sounds great." And the Green Lantern was like, "You can't do that." And he was like, "But they want it."
And he gave them all Superman powers, and they were all like, "This is fine."
But yeah, the thing is that any Superman that Superman makes, and he's a bloodthirsty Superman, they can just fight him back.
But he knows they're on a time. He can play keep away, more or less.
I mean, they're all Superman.
Also, Superman has X years of experience
Like,
being
yes.
Superman.
And also stored radiation.
I doubt Superman would ever lose to a freshly Superman.
He should.
I mean, how many Supermen did he make?
Except they make Man of Steel seem like a real fight, even though it should.
Yeah, Zod. I've had my Kryptonian powers for a whole 10 minutes. But also I have 50 plus years of combat experience. That's a general question mark.
True.
I feel like a
but
blood-
he also hasn't been exposed to as much solar radiation.
And he's also not done shit for a whole 20 years while he's been looking for Clark.
Right.
I also
Yeah.
feel like a bloodthirsty Superman would also be somewhat cocky and would thus make way too many Supermen at one time.
I don't.
And I
think
feel like
so.
it would be a numbers game.
Being bloodthirsty doesn't make you dumb. It just makes you want to kill people.
Right.
Yeah, but I feel like he would want to be somewhat efficient when killing, which would mean making a lot of them.
Oh, real quick.
And then he would get overwhelmed.
Real quick.
Johnny said,
Johnny!
Imagine living in 1992 with all necessary memories to make a positive change and all bad memories erased. Memories of the future past. I am drinking green tea while watching you. Froth around my mouth.
Why is your green tea frothy?
Why is there froth?
Why are we in 1992?
I mentioned that when Superman went back. I was like, 1992 is one of the dates that flies by. Don't know why I mentioned that. Superman wasn't traveling back in time by flying around that time. Batman's never going to use platinum kryptonite, and that pisses me off. Superman gave Batman platinum kryptonite, and it's like, if you touch this, you will have Superman powers for the rest of your life.
For free!
For free. No drawback. Bye. And Superman leaves. And Batman's just never touched it.
I'm sure he'll use it at some point.
I think they never will.
What if Darkseid kills Superman? And then Batman's like, oh man, Superman was the only person who can fight Darkseid. Now I have to be Superman again.
I think Batman's heavily against superpowers. Damian Wayne had superpowers for a little bit. And Batman was like, bet, this has like a limit. And he makes up a fake scenario where the Justice League's losing. And he's like, Damian, you're the only one who can, like, save us. And it forces Damian to push so hard that he runs out of his powers.
That Phil, when you abuse your son's daddy complex, Phil's bad.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Batman was going on missions with Damian, and Damian was just like, it doesn't matter, I just have powers. Bitch, drop those guns.
What were his powers?
He had everything Superman had.
Are you saying that generically, or was he actually Kryptonian for a while?
So Damian was dead, and Batman was given the choice to either stab Damian with a crystallized version of Darkseid's Omega beams to bring him back to life, or stab his parents and bring them back to life. And he's like, don't make me choose! He brings back Damian, and Damian comes back with Superman powers, which means that nigga stabbed, his dad, he would have been like, Super Thomas Wayne!
Wait. Crystallized...
Omega beams bring people back to life with Superman powers.
Are you sure they don't get brought back to life with Darkseid's powers? Because Darkseid can fly and is super strong and can shoot laser beams.
They didn't
demonstrate shit.
Now, they never did the full Omega beam, crazy trail thing. But I don't think he demonstrates anything more than that. Maybe also the super breath thing, but I'm not sure. Super breath, by the way, is just an extension of being super strong.
Yeah.
Also, it seems like every time powers are bestowed to people, they pretty much are just Superman.
You just get them.
It sounds like DC's not creative about
because
powers.
Shazam has Superman powers, but also lightning, and that's basically it.
Well, that's not true. Superman's thing is an acronym that represents all these things that he should have.
Yeah.
But then they don't really matter. He has the wisdom of Solomon and the strength of Hercules, the speed of Mercury, and other letters. Was that the only one? Zeus is also in there.
You said S, you said H. I was ready for you to spell it out, and then you were like...
I said S, H, and M. I
know.
C and A. And another A?
Yes.
I don't know all of it.
Just like with Sullivan Grundy. Here I am cleaning up your fucking messes.
Yeah. Your vlog is very long.
Let's see. Johnny says, slightly insane I am. Then Nani said, what if Matt got plastic surgery? To do what? Then Johnny said, anyone have some green crack? What is green? Kryptonite? Segway. Earth 3 Superman, aka Ultraman, instead of getting powers from the sun and hurt by kryptonite, he gets powers from kryptonite and hurt by the sun.
Oh, is it the strength of Atlas? That's kind of... But you already have the strength of Hercules.
He crushes kryptonite, Ultraman does, and he snorts it like it's fucking crack. Well, no, like it's cocaine. And then he just has Superman powers. He has to keep crushing and snorting kryptonite.
The wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, the stamina of Atlas, parentheses, including his invulnerability. The power of Zeus, including his ability to summon thunderbolts, the courage of Achilles, and the speed of Mercury.
The good thing you only get the courage of Achilles.
The heel of Achilles, oh no!
Gosh.
My heel.
Then Nani said, so he can be Mr. Surgery or Mr. Plastic. Then Johnny said, Bud, man, you're not in Seattle or Vegas? Nope. Let's see. Matt is like, I am ready to go while standing in in Jet's room with my shoes on.
That man's ready to get ready to go.
It's 2:36, Jet.
It is 2:36. I gotta do laundry.
We could have watched Shield Hero and you were like, no, 2.5 hour stream.
Ooh, I enjoy hanging out with you guys.
I enjoy watching Shield Hero and not stream.
Mm-hmm. Then Nani said, he is in the army. Who? Nani. Then Johnny said, are you in a dorm? Yes.
I think his first guess was Army. Not with that haircut. He couldn't even get a job at Burger King, don't you know?
Let's see. Who are some of my favorite characters that I don't talk about?
Magneto.
I don't really fuck with Magneto.
I fuck with Magneto.
Who's my favorite X-Men is a good question, Gerard. Thank you for not asking that.
Is it Toad?
No. You know what happens when a toad gets hit by lightning? Fucking dumbass. I don't know. I like your joke. I just got that. I don't know who my favorite X-Men is.
Yeah, you haven't done the Toad voice in forever.
I haven't. Danica fucks with Wolverine, but so does most people.
Boring, yeah. It's kind of.
But she knows a lot about him though, like to where she's like red, so she knows stuff about Wolverine that like I wouldn't know. I'd have to think about it. There's an X-Men character on the Young Avengers, and his whole thing was he used to have a whole bunch of niggas' powers. But now he doesn't. Something happened to him where he lost his ability.
Bangza, what do you do when you see Nick get at girls?
I let Jet do his thing. I like Colin, who goes out of his way to disrupt the process. The natural. God, that was the hardest of cuts in fucking Bojangles.
Share the story.
Once upon a time, I went to Bojangles, and Jet saw this cutie sweeping the floor, and he was like, hey, would you like to go out sometime? And she looks at Jet, she laughs, she stutters a little, she stammers, she considers her options, and then Colin yells from the table, he does this to every girl, don't say yes. And then she laughs at Jet again and walks away. And then the old people behind us laugh at Colin for cucking Jet. And then I just go, damn, Jet, you just got cut. And Jet goes, yeah, I did. But yeah, the girl never responded. It feels bad.
Well, we also confronted Colin. It wasn't just a like,
yeah,
and then it happened.
I mean, we confronted Colin, but nothing came of it.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, of course.
He's like, yeah, I'd do that again.
Yeah, you're a fucking horn dog, Jet. You don't have sex, I don't understand.
But I now have been focused on Danica.
Would you say that she's the one, capital T, capital O?
Until she divorces you?
Damn, that, ooh, I felt that one.
That hit Gerard a lot more than anybody else.
We're gonna leave it. Just
Maddie calls me. Did Matt say some shit?
Maddie called you while you're still streaming?
The ether.
Yeah.
Does Matt still leave?
It is weird that you don't like Maddie.
It's not. I just want her to not be crazy. If she wasn't crazy, she'd be fine.
Let's see. Nani said, lol, Matt roasting.
Matt is roasting.
It's all true. All facts.
I might have to do laundry
All
in the
fair.
morning.
No opinions.
You could do the Ultra and laundry at Colin's house.
No. They call me two loads. They call me I don't want to forget. And then the laundry machine's still running. And then my shit's fucking wet. And then dryer. And then I take the shit back home.
How often did that happen at Colin's place? Like once, maybe?
Colin acted like it was like every fucking time. Like, yeah, it got to the point where Colin was like, oh, well, just don't do it at my house then. And I was like, oh, okay. And now I do it here.
Oh, was I not here for that? That was the kind of conversation I heard.
It was more or less a thing where, like, my laundry wasn't dry yet, and it was time for me to go. And then Colin's like, "This has happened the last few weeks in a row," and I'm like, "No, it hasn't." And then
Maybe
he's like,
that was during the period where I was busy with school last semester. I don't know. It just feels like something that I would remember if I had been there to hear it.
and then Colin was like, "Well, then just don't do it."
And you were like, okay,
Yeah, and now I do it here.
You could just be better with your memory.
damn. Also, don't you also kind of sometimes do your laundry at your mom's place sometimes?
I used to do laundry at Dad's.
At Dad's. Okay.
Yeah, every weekend. But now I don't visit my family really.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I'm pretty much sure that.
John Nee said, "Is this a Matrix poo?" Looks like the guys are getting ready to dip. I probably need to exercise and shower, so I'm probably gonna end the stream. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring that notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. This is your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with
76 degrees